your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I could dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy, and, you know, you got the big red machine. Who wants to fight him? And Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's reason, you turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. Just, I got you. My man, he collapsed with the kick.
That's what I'm saying. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick. It was the
He's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he goes. Oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were in the tape.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah. Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hype for this shit. That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's fucking going on, everybody? It's fucking Thursday night, and you know what that means? Horch's come and invaded the Wrestling with NuKKle HeDDs fucking podcast. We said it live. Fuck. Oh, yeah. We out here.
I'm about to fuck shit up.
Hell yeah. Now, give me a second, because my shit's fucked up. I got to refresh the page. So, y'all go ahead, talk.
Oh, shit. That's it. He's going to leave us
what up,
alone
my
with
boy,
no
Red?
fans. What's going on, Hoach? See, this is what happens. I invaded one episode of sports, and now we got Hoach here on the wrestling.
That's it, baby. We cross promote here.
You gotta tune in every week, folks. You never know what member of the cast will show up with.
That's it.
It's a whole family here, so we all
we multi-talented. We can speak on anything. That's it.
There you go. But somehow, no matter what episode, show will still not be here.
That's right.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
That's just a fucking fact.
Yep.
All I gotta say is, I guess I gotta get more pictures of me taken because I gotta be in that promo, man. I was looking at the promo and I'm like, yo, it's hot fire. I need to be in it.
Yo, facts. We're supposed to redo that a while ago because I've almost been on here a year and I'm still not in it.
Listen, man,
damn, what?
Baseball has been very good to Chico, but not good to me. We'll get there. We'll get there. Tonight is we talk about wrestling. What, you gonna invade the toe in the show too now?
I might just do that.
Shit, it's the wrong show, Hutch.
I might just do that. I might just invade it and name it the Toe Show and Hutch Show.
Oh shit!
Damn, he already kicked me off the show. That's it. I
That's
don't get
it.
to be there. No.
You know, Hutch is looking at you, Ray, and he goes, "Look at you now. Look at you now."
I'm sorry. I couldn't fit Ray in there. I mean, I just couldn't.
Oh man, he's going.
That's why people don't show up.
I mean, Toe Show and Hutch just flows.
You know what's gonna happen, Toe? He's gonna throw me multiple times, shoulder first into a bus, but I'm gonna start bleeding from the top of my head.
Yeah.
But listen, it's probably gonna be just the Toe, the Hutch, and Ray show because we all know show don't show up.
That's basically what the Toe in the show with Ray has become. It's just me
my man be on vacation and still be late.
Yo. Yeah, let me tell you something. Ray just made mention to it, and I want to just say one thing. I watched the Mike Ortiz probably the interview, right? And he said there was 2 people leaving AEW for WWE, and one's already there. Confirmation. Monday Night Raw just confirmed Jon Moxley's coming back. Because if Cody Rhodes can start bleeding from his head when his shoulder hits something, Jon Moxley's coming back, baby. They got his powers.
Also, we just signed another person to Diamond Championship Wrestling. Because who the fuck is Mike Ortiz?
Isn't that Mike Santana? Well,
you
listen,
just
you want to come on this show? You fucking Mike Ortiz, all right?
You just merged both members of Proud and Powerful.
If you want to be Mike Santana, you got to come on the Knucklehead show. You got to come on the Wrestling with Knuckleheads. That's when you really become somebody. All right? Anybody can go on his show, ask questions, answer questions. Man, ain't nobody can come over here and be prepared for the 6 random questions of the day. Huh?
Well, you can't
is Moxley going back to WWE?
No, I just made that up because Cody Rhodes started bleeding from his head after getting thrown in a bus by the shoulder.
Well, you know, now that McMahon is not in it, and with the group that bought, I guess, WWE, I mean, it looks like they're trying to go back to more mature kind of audience.
Yeah, for real. I
mean, like I just saw Cody's promo from last week. Not last week, from like 2 weeks ago. I was away, and he called The Rock a limp dick bitch. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. And the Rock over here on something. This is what happens when you fuck with the bloodline. I was like, oh shit. How does that take place?
A little more edgier. We're still bleeping it out, so it's not full on.
Well, wait until Netflix gets it.
That's gonna be the funny part, because that's when I want to see. Are we just gonna make the full jump here?
Yo, we're gonna see some titties. We're gonna see some titties in Netflix.
No, you gotta say it right. All right.
Go ahead. How titties, puppies.
I don't think we're gonna get that, but
listen, man.
We're gonna get that because not for nothing, but forget Tiffy time. I need some titty time.
Word. It's been too long since the cat's been out there.
Oh man. No.
Shit, it's titty o'clock. And Gigi's not gonna be here tonight, so I can say shit like that.
Oh shit, yeah. We always unsupervised. It's just us.
That's right.
Oh damn.
That's right. This is the Toe and the Show and the Hutch and the Ray and the Wrestling Head show.
We're gonna be
the
reckless.
Mike Ortiz show. Come on, Mike Ortiz, get over here. I wish you fucking would, Ray. I wish you fucking would. Clip this, send it to him, and let him know I'm serious. I'm serious about this.
He's gonna be pissed because you keep fucking up his name.
I'm not fucking up his name. That might not be his name, but that's the name now. Right, so he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame as Mike Ortiz.
Yo, not for nothing. Not for nothing. Because I'm watching last week's Raw. I mean, I just watched last week's Raw because I was away, and I'm actually in the process of watching last week's SmackDown.
Yeah.
Bro, what is the WWE doing with the OC? everybody, everybody in that faction is just losing.
It's a joke.
Mia Yim, I don't give a fuck what name they changed. What name they changed her name to? Her name is Mia Yim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got her losing. Now, granted, they're trying to bring up Tiffany Stratton, which I don't think she needs any bringing up because goddamn. But she, I mean,
knows what she's talking about.
My man, right. I was just scrolling Facebook, yes, because again, for those who don't know, my grandmother passed away, so I got a lot of family members who are not on IG. They still do Facebook. So I'm scrolling down and I see a page called Dirty Deeds of Wrestling or whatever, and all I see is motherfuckers talking about Tiffany Stratton's, dick sucking lips, and I was like, all right, now I can't unsee this shit.
I mean, shit.
It'd be like I'm just like, yeah, she do. Damn, it got me all fucked up in the gay, hitting the head now. I'm like, for a white girl, she got them thick lips. But back to some wrestling.
Word. I mean, shit, lips are in wrestling.
They got her.
Is a lip lock?
Yeah, yeah, baby. But they got her.
Right there.
They got Mia Yim losing to Tiffany Stratton. Then they got the OC losing to these two clowns and fuck. I mean, Austin Theory was great in the Indies. I don't like this guy, Grayson Waller or whatever. But they got the OC losing to these guys. I mean, the OC at one time was top of the world. New Japan, Impact, WWE, and now they're jobbing to these fucking clowns.
Yeah, bro, we've been saying that they
and then they wonder why then fans wonder why they put AJ Styles away from them. I'm pretty sure AJ Styles doesn't want to be away from them, but AJ Styles' character is going in a different direction, so of course they got to break that up. But come on now,
when they're pairing, like they get a nice reaction. The fans actually believe, okay, cool, this is the Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, sorry, that we know, and we're just gonna separate them.
Bro, they brought in the OC to help AJ with Judgment Day. Then they brought Mia Yim in to neutralize Rhea Ripley. Come on, man, you brought this faction back together.
Yep.
And now they're basically losers.
Yeah, no.
And then you wonder why players, whatever you want to call them, independent contractors or shit like that, want to leave WWE.
Yeah, that's why Will Ospreay and Okada and all those people ain't coming. Because it don't matter who's running it, because you still see the fuckery.
See, my thing is this: when it comes to that, is it that it's still there, or is it now Triple H having to work with basically the deck is missing some cards, to say the least. Like they ruined the hand completely. Like when he should have folded, they just said, "Hit me, hit me."
Not for nothing. Not for nothing. I truly believe that McMahon fucked shit up so bad that it's going to be hard for Triple H to fix it. They fucked up. Finn Balor was the truth in NXT.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Nakamura was the truth in NXT.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even Sami Zayn was the truth in NXT. Kevin Owens was the truth in NXT. All when Triple H ran NXT. They were all Like, I remember a point where they wanted to bring the Undisputed Era up, and Adam Cole was like, no, I don't want to be called up because we're going to get lost in the shuffle. Like, look at what happened to the group with Eric Young, Sanity, or whatever it was called. You know what I'm saying?
Sanity.
Yeah, it was
right.
Sanity.
they ran fucking NXT for a hot minute. They come into the main roster, and they're getting bitched out.
Yeah, it was legit a complete polar opposite of what they were. Like when you saw them in NXT, and that was all groups. Like in NXT, they had a nice reaction to it. That's where you saw Triple H had the ball rolling with that and made it into something great. Then the minute Vince touched it for a bit, we get why is everything neon all of a sudden?
2.0.
Bro,
like
my man.
A unicorn vomited on.
I mean, he's big Bill now, but Enzo and Cass were money with Carmella and NXT.
Yep.
Coming to the main roster, automatically Vince is like, "No, I gotta break them up because let's cut the crap." Vince loves big brolic dudes.
Oh yeah, he thought, "Oh cool, I got another one to play around with," and then he realized,
not knowing that Cass was horrible on the mic and Enzo was the mouthpiece.
Yeah. Like, and it sucked because they both. Well, Enzo lasted a little longer around. It was helping the cruiserweight division that they just let die, unfortunately. And
well, they let die because he had that false accusation.
No, it died because of him.
Well, yeah, that was the worst part. That I was like, he built it up, the shit happened, it died.
Yo, not for nothing. That cruiserweight division was built up with Neville and Austin Aries. And then they gave that shit to him just so he could talk because he wasn't wrestling nobody. Everybody he wrestled, he had no business being in the ring with him.
Nope.
He had no athleticism.
Hold on. I just gotta say one thing.
Wrestling them, he had no athleticism.
I just gotta say one thing. Goddamn Naomi. and that entrance. Woo, child.
Word.
My man Oos. Whichever Oos he's married to, you a lucky motherfucker.
Jimmy Uso.
Yeah. Real quick, Ray, how is that drink?
Which drink?
The poppy one that you're drinking.
This one's really good. This one's the strawberry lemon one. It's not bad.
Is that the only one you tried?
No, I have this one.
Was that flavor seltzer?
It's technically still a soda, but it has nothing of a soda. The sugar's down.
Yeah.
There's no caffeine in this. It's a probiotic soda type shit. So it helps.
Okay.
No, I've tried this one. I've tried the orange. I've tried their plain lemon version. Their cherry limeade. They're pretty good.
Do they taste like soda?
Kinda. The reason I say no is because you can tell there's not a crazy amount of sugar in there. But it's not. To me, it's not missing it. If that makes sense.
Is it more like a diet soda or is it like a seltzer?
No, it's more like a diet soda. Like it doesn't have that like. It doesn't taste like, oh, this has a flavoring. It tastes like, oh, this is a carbonated beverage.
So it wasn't made for men, is what you're saying. Now I wanted to try it. I actually bought 2 of those and then left them in the refrigerator for months, and I was like, you know what? They're probably done.
No, definitely try it out. It's good. It's definitely, again, if you're trying to kick having actual sodas, it's a good alternative.
Yeah, because I mean, that's my thing is, I mean, I've tried to kick Pepsi. I can do it for like a week or 2, but then I get that urge.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. Well, it's just me. Like once in a while, I turn on like, damn, these fucking water packets that I put in the flavored water shits, they ain't got no sugar in it. And then the diet sodas I'm drinking is just one of those like, all right, this ain't doing it for me no more. You know what I'm saying?
You know what though? I used to like Crystal Light because it said like sugar free, and then somebody goes, no, there's sugar, and then I'm like, motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
Well, because there's a different kind of sugar in there, so that's why you got to check. Like with these, it has, I think. Hold on, it's at where is it?
It's like a sweetener, but it's a healthier alternative than.
So with this, there's 4 grams of actual sugar in here.
See?
But it also has apple cider in here. It has
As opposed to the 28 grams that a usual can has.
Yeah, so it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
it also has a lot of stuff to help with digestion, all that stuff. That soda is just clogging your shit instead of this.
See,
right?
But that's
so. What you got that out
drink.
You got that at Amazon, Target.
Target has them. Target has the multi packs. It has the bigger packs for it, or you can buy individual flavors if you like a certain flavor.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I
got a Target trip planned this weekend anyway. So
I will say it's a little bit on the pricier side than a normal soda, but again, you gotta equate it, I guess. And Toad's just looking at me like I'm talking a lot of bullshit.
yeah, well, his shit freezing. I can see his shit froze.
Yo, facts. It's like every other second is like
oh, my shit is freezing like that.
No, yeah, it's freezing.
Yeah. For like about 5 seconds, you had your like head up in the sky, like if you had your nose turned up.
No, yeah,
like if you was a blue blood. Like if you was a blue blood.
Yeah, I was in that position like this for a while. It's just
but you could tell it's you could tell it's frozen.
You could tell it was frozen, not you actually.
Oh,
but
do I gotta refresh my shit again?
You might want to, just in case.
They just trying to kick me out my own show.
Nah, man, Ho Chin Ray, baby. Ho Chin Ray on Thursdays.
That's
taking over. Bing, bing, bing.
Ho Chin Ray's day.
Oh shit. This is what happens. Now we get to take over the show again.
Yeah, buddy. But yeah, I mean, I'm watching. Like I said, I'm watching SmackDown, and I finally see Io Sky like wrestling. Like, yo, like they've pretty much just fucking buried the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Like all you hear is about Rhea and shit like that. Like you barely hear about Sky, and the storyline is a good storyline because you have them turning on, Bailey, who created Damage Control.
Yep. See, the only issue I think they booked themselves in, which I understand why I think they were kind of betting on the fact of we're gonna be able to get Sasha back or whoever they could get for this. The odds are kind of not in Bailey's favor when it comes to this feud. Like the rumor mill is they threw around they're gonna do a 6-woman tag at Mania with Jade, Naomi, and someone else
Bianca.
Against them. Oh yeah, I think it was Bianca. So them against Damage Control. But it's like, okay, that handles for a minute. But when it comes to the actual match, are they on Bailey's side? Because they've been playing I don't know. So
well, I just saw the pre-match thing where Bianca's like, I can't trust you because you was part of that, whole bullshit or whatever.
Yeah. No, and that's what I'm saying. Like they're gonna tease that story, but I hope that's where it leads to where it's like now it makes sense. Because if not, it's technically a 4-on-1 match at Mania. Like they're gonna have their involvement.
Yeah. But here's the thing though, right?
Yeah. What's up?
If Bailey and Becky Lynch beat Io Shirai and
Rhea Ripley,
Alundra Blaze, then
wait.
Whoa.
Banned
Where did Alundra Blaze come from?
Oh wait, no. I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing.
Yeah,
he's trying to make the woman version of what the men are doing.
Yeah. So if Bailey and Becky Lynch win, then it's Damage Control's barred from WrestleMania.
Got you.
But
if they lose, it's a Damage Control rules. Hey,
Yeah.
I got you. You know what's sad is that we know that's gonna be fucking bloodline rules at Mania, and I don't know what the fuck that means.
It means if Solo wants to sing, he can.
Is he singing all the hits from Moana? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
The Rock already said you're welcome,
but
you're welcome. Like the fuck.
Yo, not for nothing. Not for nothing. Like they can't let the bloodline shit like rock. Like I just have a feeling like they're gonna at least try to fucking swerve us. Like I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden the Rock turns on Roman. What's up with the shades?
Oh no, I just got new shades today, so I wanted to wear them sometime during the podcast. It's
And
perfect. We're
told,
talking about
when hold on, you don't know when where is that? It's not here. Oh shit! It's on the other one. When Ray puts on the glasses, it's real. I don't have the ticker for that.
Oh no, yeah, that's usually for the toe in the show. So we have that ticker. But yeah, it's this is where apparently I'm Hollywood Ray. So we're talking about Hollywood rocks. So we're gonna have the glasses on.
And since he's shining so bright, I gotta put my glasses on.
There you go. Coach is just like, I'm lost, man. What the fuck is happening?
I mean, I'm not on camera, but I think I'm about to put on my shades too.
You should.
Just put them on, man. Just join the club. Just join the club.
I mean, we talking Hollywood, right?
That's it. That's all we doing here. You got the you got the Hollywood theme and everything. So,
like, truthfully, I wouldn't be surprised if The Rock turns on Roman.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see
You know what I'm
that.
saying? If it happens, I'm gonna be like, I kind of figure that.
My thing is I think it has to happen night 2. Like it has to happen during the title match. Like that's how Roman finally, as much as that would kind of tarnish the ending of this reign.
Well,
like,
no, I don't think it happens night 2 because I mean, because then then Cody can't really finish his story.
That's a good idea. We shouldn't have him finish his story. We should have The Rock cause Roman Reigns to win, and then right at the end when he's holding up the one, he rock bottoms Roman Reigns, and then he goes, "I'm the head of the table."
Yeah, like I can see, I can definitely see that happen, and like that scenario.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just, it's just
your glasses now.
It's just like one of those.
See that. I can see that.
Like it's just like one of those things. Like if it happens, I'm gonna be like, not surprised.
No, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it looks a little bit too predictable.
Yeah. But all right. So speaking of this storyline, what are your thoughts on the final boss gimmick for The Rock? Because it kind of feels like that this story is gonna go from Cody versus Roman to Cody versus Rock.
Right. Well, you don't call yourself the final boss and not be the final boss.
But that's the thing. It's like, okay, so when would we get that? Do we have to wait all the way till SummerSlam? Because I don't see The Rock staying around any longer after Mania.
I mean, let's cut the crap. It's not like any of the Rock's movies have been good or any
Touche, but I don't think
you're seriously gonna tell me that the Tooth Fairy wasn't a blockbuster hit.
Tooth Fairy was 20 years ago. I'm talking about recently.
Fast and the Furious 19 wasn't a blockbuster hit, Hutch.
Yeah, I'm already at
25. He wasn't in 19. He was at Hobbs and Shaw. All right.
12. All right.
We're just gonna connect all those at different parts of the movie. Yeah. But no, again, it's one of those where we know he is gonna take his break though, because Hollywood is still paying as much as the movies might not all be Hollywood blockbusters. They're still paying him that blockbuster money. Like,
but no, I hear you.
But what is this saying for Roman though? Is it one of those like it's a personal beef between The Rock versus Cody, and it just so happens to be around WrestleMania? Or is this like Roman's got his henchmen, like his biggest bag going after Cody because he got no problem? Or is it The Rock is the real threat?
If they play it smart, Rock should be the biggest threat. Like, oh, you thought
he's the final boss.
You thought Roman was the issue. No. We've allowed Roman to be the head of the table. But the
real head of the table.
Chief.
No, what was it that they called them? Because they didn't say ancestors. What was it that they called Alpha and
the elders?
The elders. The elders.
The elders, yeah.
Yeah, the elders have allowed him to be the tribal chief. But I'm the one you have to worry about. That type of gimmick, then boom, it works. But something tells me that's not how they're gonna play this off.
Because not for nothing, The Rock is looking like he is that dude that when the son is running things and the son got that badass motherfucker, but the son can't handle the guy that the hero, and then the father comes in and says, "All right, let me get my guy on this." Yep. Like The Rock is the father's my guy. Mm-hmm. Like he is the elders guys. Like, yo, no one fucks with us, but if they do, yo, Rock, break the leg. Remember, you don't work for Roman. You work for us. Mm-hmm. That type of shit.
No, not for nothing. Like I said, I'm watching the SmackDown right now, and I can definitely see Nick Aldis making a Damage Control versus Naomi and Bianca with a mystery partner, and that mystery partner being Jade.
Which I get it. But then again, I kind of like my idea of having Jade versus Rhea over Dominic better than let's just throw the other black girl we got with the two black women to go up against the Asians. Because at this point, that's the only way I could justify Jade teaming up with two people she ain't never met.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You might be right.
But she's officially signed with SmackDown. But I'm just saying, like this is where the fantasy booking goes awry. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like, yo, oh shit, Jade teaming up with Naomi and Bianca Belair will be dope. But where is the reasoning for this? Because as far as we know, they don't know each other. And as far as we know, they potentially have more of a match that they could do because of Rumble. I don't see Jay going, I'll team up with you because you did the same shit I did in the Rumble.
Well, you played off right now as the only problem is they really have Jay doesn't have an issue with them, technically. With Damage Control. Because I was about to say you can use the enemy of my enemy as my friend. But that technically, I guess, only works with Bianca and Naomi. Because they've had their issues with Damage Control.
Yeah.
But with Jade, I guess it's a respect thing, I guess, at this point. I don't know. They have to find out some way to make that make sense.
I mean, they can easily make it a Jay teaming up with the team and then say, I just wanted to team up with you guys, but Bianca, me and you have, a meeting in the future to see who's the real, powerhouse of the women's division or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
They could use that like, hey, you owe me a favor now type shit.
Right.
So could use that. Could use that to at least get this to happen now.
But she, this is the way I can see it happening.
Because remember, when is hold on before don't mean to cut you. When is Mania happening?
Next weekend, next Saturday and Sunday.
All right. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's supposed to be Jay Cargill's I guess first appearance on SmackDown.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Let's say that Damage Control comes out because they feel upstaged.
I was thinking more of she's in the back talking and they either insult her or they accidentally bump into her and she spills some shit on her or some shit where it's like they fucked with the wrong person. Not like they intentionally went after her, but like it just so happens that you made a mistake with this one.
They should do something like have it be because they didn't say she's technically wrestling tomorrow either, so it could just be her taking an opponent.
But like I said, my whole thing is it'd be better if like they come out and Eno Sky says, "I feel offended because you haven't even done anything." And they're making you seem like the end all be all of the women's division.
Yeah, and that's something they would do because remember, Damage Control at one point was supposed
Right,
to
and
almost
then
be like
then they can attack her, and then you have Naomi and Bianca come out, and within a week, boom, you set up the the 3-on-3 tag match.
Yep.
Yeah, but so close to WrestleMania.
They've done it before.
No, but I'm saying like for them to be like, oh, let's go after this girl, so close to WrestleMania makes no sense. As opposed to if they were in the back and they jumped Naomi and Bianca, and one of them says something to their, or she just sticks her nose in their business.
Well, you could also do this. You could
excuse
have
me,
it be,
people. It's Tiffy time. I'm watching SmackDown. It's Tiffy time.
It could be the thing of, let's say Jade's going out to cut her promo, like the big welcome to SmackDown,
and they be out in the cut.
Have them meet in the back, shoulder tap, like
okay.
She goes out. That now gives them a reason to interrupt. It's a 3-on-1, 4-on-1 scenario. Then you could have the save happen with Naomi and Bianca.
But I wouldn't want it in the ring though. I want this to be in the back.
Listen, you can do it in the back.
You could, but I feel like they're gonna have Jade show up in the ring because we need to have. That's not a real debut. She's just, hey, I'm in the back.
What about,
what Toe was saying is while she's coming out to the outside, while she's coming to the ring for her interview, they bump into her.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. It happens in the back. That's where that chest to like that fucking shoulder check would happen in the back.
You could have two things where it's we live out your thing. Jade comes out because she gotta introduce herself somehow.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to get. Like by the way they announced it.
Either one, her promo is interrupted by Damage Control beating up Bianca Belair and Naomi.
Yeah.
And now Jade is like, yo, you interrupted me type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or two, Jade leaves the ring. She finishes the promo, and in the background, you have Damage Control sitting on the shit going, oh, that was good. Like taunting her, like she's walking past the gang.
But Eno Sky
territory.
Oh, you still got Eno Sky talking about, yeah, that was nice and all that, but I'm still the head bitch.
Yeah, like checking her straight out.
Almost give her the golf clap, like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, but you're not good enough. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't want the shit to be in the ring because then you're gonna have the Bianca song playing and Naomi song playing.
Well,
I would rather have Jade save them than them save Jade.
Okay, so let's play my scenario out, but let's do the role reversal. Let's reverse things here. Instead of it being Jade shoulder checking, no, you technically could still. Here we go. Because maybe let's make that match happen. Let's say they do this tomorrow. Somehow, Bianca and Naomi face Kabuki Warriors tomorrow. Don't think that's happening, but I'm going to throw that out there.
All right.
And the same thing happens, though. Jade still shoulder checks, and we're thinking, oh, later on, we'll get a segment with her. During their match, Bianca and Naomi get jumped. You then have Jade make the big, powerful save. Leads to, oh, you want to play the numbers game, blah, blah, blah. Cut the promo, boom. WrestleMania 3-on-3. And we get the match.
Okay. Now, your scenario works, but the match that they just announced is Bianca Belair versus Dakota Kai. So it wouldn't be a tag team match, but you still have that scenario on the board now.
Okay, so a match like that is happening tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, so kind of what I was saying, just now make it a fuck, but now, okay.
Because this is where I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I don't think Jade saves them. I think Jade comes out and they taunt Jade. And then they beat the shit out of Bianca and Naomi.
Okay.
And it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I see the way the water's flowing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
The reason I'm saying that is because usually that's how you get that big, like, oh, now we have the odds are even type shit.
Yeah.
And boom, that's it.
But the thing is, like, we still have a go home show. This Friday isn't the go home show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we do that, we can possibly save where it's Naomi versus Bianca versus the rest of Damage Control.
Yeah.
And then Jade comes out to be their equalizer at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know
So-
why. No joke. I thought tomorrow was a go home show.
because
Raw
next
felt
week,
like a go home show.
no, yeah, it
for
did,
like-
yeah. Because technically, this should be the go home show because it's WrestleMania week next week.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like,
Because technically, SmackDown's not a go home show. SmackDown's an extension of WrestleMania.
yeah, because that's what they'll do. The Andre Battle Royal.
Yeah.
They'll do the what's it called?
Hall of
The-
Fame.
They'll do the Hall of Fame. They'll do the Mae Young Battle Royal or whatever.
Yeah.
Is it still a Mae Young one? Because I know they switched it a few
To
times.
be honest with you, I don't even know if they do that, but because it was not the Mueller, the May.
No, yeah, it was the Fabulous Moolah at one point. They switched
Then,
it after all that
the
allegations and all
controversy
that
came out. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, at this point, I do believe it's the Mae Young, but I think they might stop just to do the classic whenever they do it once in a blue. So yeah.
I'm trying to.
Look, man. Like either way, I have a feeling like they're gonna, or even if they don't make that match between Damage Control and Naomi and shit like that, like let's say Eno Sky comes out with Damage Control because you know she's gonna come out.
Yeah.
You know, Bailey come out, and as Bailey's coming out, you have Naomi come out, but you have Bianca come out with Naomi, but like not like be 100% like yeah. Like you can see like Naomi and Bianca maybe like going back and forth, like we got to do this and shit like that, and Bianca might still be a little.
They shouldn't be a cohesive unit either. Like Toe said, they have no actual alliance here. Like it shouldn't be a now we're best friends type shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So because that's
You know
usually
what I'm saying? But listen, it might not even be Jade Cargo. You know, they might come. I mean, she hasn't wrestled in like 2 years, but shit, they might just throw Tamina out there.
Yeah, you never know. At that point, again, it's crazy things have happened.
Didn't Tamina retire?
She did, but it's WrestleMania. You never know what.
Yeah. Ain't nobody meaner than Tamina.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like to me is you don't bring Jade Cargo out this close to WrestleMania if you're not gonna have her do something at Mania. Like to me, she has to be involved some way, somehow in Mania. Because especially this week, this Saturday is her, introduction to SmackDown.
Yep.
And what's the easiest way to get heat with somebody is to be
Put 'em in the ring with
introduced
Tom.
as the next big thing. And I'm telling you, the easiest way is to have her introduced, have her do an interview inside the ring, and then Damage Control coming out and interrupting her. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not Naomi and Bianca saving her from Damage Control, but at least Damage Control coming out and their mouthpiece Dakota Kai, going back and forth with Jay. You know what I'm saying? And then them walking away and talking about, yo, you better watch your back or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't have to be physical, but I feel like if you want to throw Jay into any storyline this late, that right there is probably the best way to get her into Mania.
Yeah, and it's also a good way because this has been the thing because we knew she was gonna get put in Mania somehow, and this is a good way where she doesn't have to be showcased the whole time, where you can have those moments of like, okay, cool, now we get to see her in there.
Right, she doesn't get exposed because remember the reason she's hasn't been on TV is because WWE is showing her how WWE does their matches, which I think is a load of fucking crap.
Yeah, it's the thing is it is a different style of wrestling.
But
their style is
here's the thing though.
Yeah.
Jade was learning from the best independent wrestlers in AEW. and she was keeping up with the best ones.
Yep.
But the WWE is teaching her how to wrestle on TV.
Yep.
There's a difference in
Well,
styles.
she was learning how to. She was learning how to wrestle in AEW. Now she's learning sports entertainment, which is two different things.
Bingo.
But it's only gonna help her get better because I believe that the WWE machine behind you makes you look 10 times better. Because remember, for a moment when Miro went to AEW, people were like, "Wait a minute, what happened to the Rusev? What happened to the dude that we knew in WWE? You ain't the same." And then he found his momentum back with Miro and the God shit. But it sometimes leaving WWE exposes you.
It does when, again, that's all you know. Like, if you know that system, then it's like, how are you as a wrestler? Because that's what it shows. Like, are you good at wrestling or are you just good at sports entertainment? So it's like you have to now transition. Because, again, a lot of times it's a big difference. The style is different because you look at the presentation, all that. It's not focused on a lot of the fundamentals with a lot of this. Where you look at more independent wrestling, or you look at even AEW's presentation. This is why they say the AEW style is very different, because that's why they call it the car crash. It's like, no, it's more based off, it's a clash of styles, because a lot of these guys have only done independents or bigger indies. They haven't been showcased the TV style yet, which is a whole different monster. Like,
yeah.
I mean, but it could work. But speaking of Miro, so him and Lana are done. And
yes.
I heard the rumors that Lana wants trains run on her or something like that. Like she's the new age. Like she's the new age Sunny.
Yeah, she wanted Ray.
Wait, what?
And she wanted to be number 147. But Ray is like, I don't know. Get your finger fixed first.
Just so everyone knows, Toe is just making jokes here. Again, unfortunately, the rumor mill has been that she was, I guess, a little more cordial with Damian Priest. But people are going to always spread rumors because they want to say gossip. So
she wanted Ray.
She did not want me because she.
I mean, I saw pictures of her with Damian Priest, but I don't know if they were doctored or not, because it is the internet. I can't believe shit.
She went to confession. She found the priest.
She was on her knees, spilling her sins,
saying her own fathers. Shit, it's funny how y'all do this shit, and I'm the only one on camera. Sorry though.
Yep.
Ray does that shit on purpose.
So
Ray does that shit on purpose. Oh, she gets shy and then he turns off his camera.
See.
See, senor. See.
But yeah, apparently they broke up and Rusev went back to Bulgaria or something like that. But I don't think they officially signed the divorce papers.
Yeah, they're just mutually separated at this point. But I guess at this point it's there though.
Madness, I say. No, The Rock spanked Cody Crybaby. Yes, he did. He whooped that ass. Here you go, Ray. I'll let you read that one.
But you already read it.
Zakahara Khan.
Oh, the name. Zakaria Khan? I hope I said your name correctly. My apologies.
Shit, it sounds like you need to check your bag, sir.
Wow.
Zakaria Khan. I don't know.
Jesus.
Yo, there's an airport there. It's a carry-on.
Oh, okay. See, good, kind of like.
No, what you thought I was calling him a terrorist?
Yes.
Yeah, y'all racist.
I'm gonna pull a fucking CM Punk when Seth Rollins came out on Monday. Just start fucking banging my head.
Yo, bro, the minute Seth Rollins song comes out, I'm like, shit, man, I could go take a shit, come back, and he'll still be talking.
Truthfully, I mean, I don't know what happened to Rollins, bro. Like, I was cool with him when he was in the Shield or whatever, and even when he broke off from the Shield, he was in the Authority. But now it's just the outfits. And I'm like, yo, dude, Really?
He
You got those
overcomplicated.
big ass red boots. Then you wear that fucking the garbage bag, whatever the shit was wearing like 2 weeks ago, whatever. You know,
He over,
like
he overcomplicated it.
and like right now I'm watching like the Street Profits versus AOD or whatever, and like the shit the Street Profits got on. I'm like, yo, like, dude. I mean, you guys supposed to be the Street Profits. Just I don't know, dress more hood. I'm sorry. Yeah,
He jumped the border.
Jesus.
No, but I understand what you're saying, Hutch. It doesn't seem like they're the Street Profits anymore.
Well, and that's the thing. They were supposed to change the name, but then the rumored name was just like, just keep the Street Profits. Don't like. It's yeah. It's a thing where I like that they were starting to become more businessy because of trying to get closer to the Bobby gimmick. The problem is this isn't a new Hurt business. This isn't something just like they need to find what their image was going to be. And they kind of got lost in the shuffle when now we're just going to toss you into this feud with Karrion Kross and the AOP that we kind of just blew the load already because it's going to be a Mania match. And we just said, fuck it, here's a free SmackDown.
First off, no one watches SmackDown, so they can do a Mania match because no one saw the other one. Second off, they put them in the land where toys go to die. I will forever say this. SmackDown is the land for wrestlers to die. Karrion Kross was fired for 9 months, but he was still getting paid by the WWE, apparently. I haven't, like, he's the only person I've ever seen that is not with the company but on TV every fucking week. Like, what the fuck's going on here? Bobby Lashley in the Hurt Business was big on Raw. Why? Because of MVP and because they had an opposition on the other show. I'm brown, Ray is brown. Can Browns be racist against each other? Well, ask Ray. I don't know, man, because I'm not.
So
I'm not. Oh, you.
What is
Ray.
your name, sir?
Why you saying my name, motherfucker? I'm toe tags.
I just noticed it said we're both Ray.
I'm like,
yo, Hoach, you want to be Ray too?
Nah, I'm good with Ray.
Yeah, I'm toe tags. This is Ray. I'm toe tags. My bad, but he's still racist. But
I'm brown too.
Yeah, he's brown in real life, but black in the screen. But yeah, I think with the Bloodline was the main group. Then you have Damage Control, and then it's like, yo, there's too many groups here. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit about somebody that's not even gonna fucking be important on this. You have Raw.
I think
put them against somebody.
I think that's the main reason why they brought Jade in, because he's an individual. I think that's another reason why they brought Braun Breaker in, because he's an individual. You know what I'm saying? Like they have too many factions on SmackDown.
Yeah, the LWO, the League of Phantasma, fucking the Pride, Damage Control. He looks Chinese. It's because he got red hair.
Wow, I am. To be clear, I am Puerto Rican and Ecuadorian.
Yes, he eats Chinese food though.
I do on occasion.
Well, why'd you say it's mad Spanish though? I do.
Just to clarify that I am Spanish.
You should have just said. You should have just said. See.
Ray said to clarify. I am for Antonio Banderas and Baboni.
What he should have said is, my name is Antino Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Prepare to die. Hello.
And I'm Tony Montana. Hello to my little friend. Oh man.
You look more Arab.
I'm gonna ban your ass, alright? Because I just shaved my fucking beard.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
That was a good comeback. Welcome to the chat, Zakari.
Shit.
Again, apologies if we're butchering your name. We do not do this on
I think for next week's sports show, I'll put a picture up. I might not be live, but I'll put a picture up.
There you go.
But yeah, they really need to. They need to do something, because how do you save Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits? It didn't happen with B-Fab.
I think that was supposed to help out with this feud, but it then turned into, well, we're not doing that anymore. And
I mean, truthfully, look, at one point you had the OC. You know what I'm saying? That's a faction. Damage control, a faction. The bloodline, a faction. You know, what's the? Is it called the Hurt Businesses, or is it what is it? What's Bobby Lashley's shit called now?
It's supposed to be the Pride, but they didn't give it an official name.
But that's a faction.
Is David Ruffin
the judgment? The final judgment's a faction. You know, it's like, yo, you got too many factions on one show.
I think he's saying the Final Testament. So that's the actual name of the group. But he was close.
Whatever.
Enough. Close enough.
Because I was about to say, yo, are you talking about the Judgment Day?
No. He's talking about the team that AOP, Karrion Kross,
Ibar and Jogar and Karrion Kross.
Listen, man. To me, it's Karrion Kross and AOP or whatever it's called, and then you got
Cesar and Tokar.
Scarlett. Woo, Bordeaux. Goddamn.
I said we signed another wrestler to Diamond Championship Wrestling. Karrion Kross is now part of Diamond. Wait, what was the name of the group? Hoach just said the final judgment and Karrion Kross.
Now signed by Diamond Wrestling.
Whatever, bro.
Hoach came on the show tonight to announce that he has signed new talent to our roster.
And Hoach, just these are the names because of shows like to butcher a lot of people's names. So we created a whole wrestling league featuring new additions of just the random names we've given wrestlers. So
there's got to be about
like I said, I'm just getting back into watching wrestling because Vince McMahon took a lot out of me from watching wrestling. Like I really began to hate the WWE product. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. Like I would watch the AEW product. I would watch TNA/Impact over the WWE product because it was literally, we have a feud. 2 weeks later, it's over. Like, dude, where is the build-up? Where is the fucking storyline?
That's kind of like me with David Ruffin and the Temptations and the Final Judgment. Because for me, it was like they're trying to figure out a way to have David Ruffin and the Temptations fucking make an impact, and then all of a sudden now they're feuding with another team that just showed up. You know what I'm saying? Because to me that don't make no sense because there's no heat on David Ruffin and the Temptations. That's their new name. They're not the Pride. They're David Ruffins and the Temptation. and then it's like, okay, cool. This is why I say SmackDown is a house show and no one watches SmackDown because apparently they can just do whatever the fuck they want. And I don't watch people that just throw shit on TV. Sorry. That's why I stopped watching AEW because every time I fucking turned it on, Orange Cassidy's walking out ready to wrestle some random motherfucker. Nah, I'm good.
I'm mad that he's now wrong though. It's usually say what's happening this week? Oh, Orange Cassidy's on. Cool. But yeah, no diss to Orange Cassidy, but it's like, okay, can we get
now that he doesn't have the title, he's not on TV every week.
No, he was still on last
night. Yeah. Yo, there's a video of him doing the fucking swerve when I drive and I swerve when I drive. That bullshit.
Right. But he wasn't by himself. He was like in the 3-man match.
Because there's a tournament that's going on for the tag team titles. Him and what's his name? Jabroni #1, Max Calloway, Aaron Brockovich.
Whatever.
Tony
I got a question for you guys. Jay lost her title to
Chris Statlander.
Right. Who's a hottie in her own right. And then she goes and she loses it to Tony Storm, was it?
No, she lost it to
that's the TB. That's the
TBS championship.
Julia Hart.
That's right, Julia Hart.
Yeah.
Like not for nothing. I like Julia Hart, and she's come a long way and she's still young. But don't you think it was a little bit too early to put a title on her? Especially You just had this. You just had Chris Statlander beat somebody who was undefeated.
I think that they tried to push Julia so quick because of the push.
Let's cut the crap.
House of Black
Let's cut the crap. She's a hottie.
Well, no. Also, she with House of Black, she got a lot of heat, and then House of Black basically disbanded because of Aleister Black had mental issues, or he wanted to get his quality of life better, or some shit like that. Yeah. And I think it was one of those, let's try to.
Or maybe he just got tired of Selena Vega fucking other niggas.
You never know, but but it was one of those things where
I did that on purpose just to see Ray's expression.
Yeah.
Well then,
I think they did a spin-off of House
do you
of
have
Black
some inside information, Ray?
That is an off-air conversation. No,
come on, Ray.
Hollywood Ray is back. Hey, I got you.
Ray,
I got
you.
Hold on.
Do we plead the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fifth?
I plead the fifth on this one.
I got you right now. If you want the scoop, call 1-800-NuKKle Hotline, and we will give you all of the live action data and scoop behind the scenes that no one knows about. And if you want a sunny calendar, go to NuKKleHead.com. There isn't one there, but there's shirts. You can buy one. Trust me.
I was about to say, wait, there's a NuKKleHead.com?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, shit. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's horrible. I'm part of the Knuckleheads, and I did not know there's a Knucklehead.
Yeah, NuKKleHead.com. I'm trying to revamp the website, but there's a website. There's all the shirts that I wear that say Knucklehead on it are for sale on that website. Literally that and more. There's like 140 different shirts that you can buy.
Speaking of which, I gotta go grab my shirt from you. I'll just pick it up when we go to the event in April. It's cool.
Yes. Remind me, because I have it here. It's just remind me to bring it, because I was like, when I went to hang out with Jeezy for her birthday, I had the pin, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna grab a pin right when I leave. I leave the house and said, fuck, I forgot my keys. Pick up my keys, left the pin there.
Okay.
That's all right. At least next time, don't forget Gigi's Jameson. All right, don't get bitch slapped.
Yeah, Ray.
What I gotta do? I gotta be the next event we going to. I'm commentating.
Oh, you see how he just throws that in there?
Well, excuse me, Mr. Big Shot.
Word.
Who do you think you are and shit?
Mr. Big Stuff.
Woo!
Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff?
So you gotta throw on the shades when we're doing that. Come on, Ray.
My bad. I just took them off.
I mean, you Hollywood now. You commentating. That don't mean you can't have a little something in your little, iced tea.
Word. Little sip, little taste.
I can still have a little drinky. Just no one knows that it's a little more than iced tea in my cup. That's all.
Word.
I'm pretty sure I've seen those. I'm pretty sure I've seen those commentators in those shows, drinking from my man, the drunk. What's his name?
Oh man, I know who you're talking about. Shit. He brings those pouches. Fuck. What's his name?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why. The only one that's coming to my head is the guy that does videos, Tipsy Bartender, but that's not him.
I think that is him though.
Yeah, no. He does. He puts shit in pouches.
No, he does, but it's not. Tipsy Bartender is the TikTok dude. It's not this dude.
Oh, okay.
Tipsy. Tipsy. He's Tipsy somebody.
He's Tipsy something though. I know it's Tipsy something.
Yeah, Tipsy.
Tipsy Geek. There you go.
Tipsy Geek. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
I'm pretty sure I seen a couple of his pouches on the commentator's table. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you'll be okay, Ray.
Word.
There you go. There you go. Just in case, I hope no one from Battle Club is watching this. I would not be drinking. I would be drinking solely a undisclosed beverage from an enclosed container.
Yo, Ray, you gotta live in the Sack Morris school, okay? Deny. When you get caught, deny more.
First off, you're not drunk, Ray.
Okay.
You just have a lot more courage in you now.
Understood. Am I also a father now?
You are a father now. How you expect me to reach it? Do you think Home Depot about hire super people?
Super people.
Buy a lighter. It's no longer for sale. Yeah, I gotta send you that. I don't know if you saw the video, but I gotta send you that shit that had me dying. But,
Send it to me.
Yeah, back to the topic at hand. How do we go and make David Ruffin and the Temptations popping after WrestleMania?
Who?
The Pride. I did not fucking just say that the new name of this group is David Ruffin and the Temptations. Did I just say that?
To tell you the truth, first of all, those in-ring offense gotta go.
You don't like the gold circus gear?
Nah, I mean, look, Montel Ford looked cool in it, but your man Dawkins with the one long sleeve and no. And first of all, if he's supposed to be the muscle, dude, get in the gym, please. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. Like, you're supposed to be the muscle of the group, and you're getting tossed around by the AOP?
Yeah, the Authors of Pain.
Right. Like, I mean, now granted, those two are some big dudes, but like, dude, you have to get in the gym. Like, you look. I'm sorry, Dawkins is. I know his last name. I forget his first name. You know, you're looking a little bit out of shape there.
Is it Anthony Dawkins?
Yeah, Anthony Dawkins.
Man, I just saw his match right now, and I'm like, yo, dude, you're looking a little bit soft there.
Yeah, but he always had that little. He always had that, but Angelo Dawkins.
Right.
I don't know
but when they first came out, not for nothing, when they first came out, he looked like he had more muscle mass than he has now. You know what I'm saying? When they first came out as the Street Profits, he looked a little thicker than he looks now.
Yeah, but I think that was by design because he lost weight. Right after the pandemic, he got in better shape because he was almost doing a singles run because Montez Ford was injured. He got into a little bit better shape, and then I guess now it's just one of those. He's like, oh,
bro, he looks soft. He looks soft.
I get you, bro. But this is the thing, though. How is he gonna? Well, you want him to do push-ups in the catering?
Do what you have to get.
There's a sandwich there. There is a sandwich there.
Bro, I'm sorry. You're literally in the same faction as Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, Montez Ford is ripped. You know what I'm saying? Why you're supposed to be the power of the group, and you're looking a little on the soft side.
A little on the soft side.
You know, he looking a little bit soft. Okay, you know how to spell it, all right? You know how to spell it, all right?
We can spell it out for you, like Enzo, but we're gonna let you figure it out for you. We're gonna let you figure it out.
All right, but to tell you the truth, the way you fix that group is, and I'm sorry to say this, you got to break them up.
I wish my thing was I was just waiting for them to finally fully go heel, because I still don't believe the Street Profits is heels.
No, they're not, because you know, the was it the Final Testament or whatever? That's a heel group.
Yeah,
that's a heel group.
And it was like, if they would have fully gone heel, this group was the possibility of like, you can make them dominant heels, that they would have been believable to then become tag team champions. And there was a minute, they were right there that I was like, cool. They're about to be the heels.
If you would have made them full heels, they would have been better off fighting in the Final Testament. You know what I'm saying?
But
like right now, I see them fighting the Final Testament, and they're fighting like cave faces. They can find like they're like faces.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What they need to do is, you know, attack them in the locker room or in the back with chairs or some shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, maybe not. You might not be heels, but definitely anti-heroes. Like do something. Like, all I see is, you know, the Final Testament slapping them around in the backstreet area, in the ring. You know, like right now, the match you had it won with Montez Ford doing a schoolboy or whatever, a roll up.
No, and they had them. They had them right there, and it started with a downfall when they were facing the LWO, and the LWO legit were just like, "Oh, we're killing them." To the point, it was a tag. It was 2-on-3, and then that's when everyone knew Carlito was going to make the save, and it just went downhill for them.
Bro, right now they're not believable as a heel faction.
No, they're not, and they almost had it. They were there, and then it was just like, nope, we never picked up steam again. And now with the final testament, it's like, no, they're the heels in this.
Right? Well, you know whose fault that is, right?
Oh,
Montez Ford's.
How's that?
Because he comes out with all that energy.
Okay.
He never
listen, let me tell you something. If Montez Ford, if they can make him a little bit more arrogant, he'll be believable. Bobby Ashley is believable being arrogant. Angelo Dawkins, he's not believable right now. And I think right now that's their weakest link, because even that big bitch that they have with the long redhead braids, she looks more believable as a conceited bitch than Dawkins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, like, look, again, this is just me just watching for the last like month and a half, and I'm like, dude, he's not believable as a heel right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But he could be if Montez Ford didn't still come out trying to get the crowd hype. You know what I'm saying? They came out, they did a little dance. If they come out to different music and they just walk around like fuck y'all, you know, it would be a different story. Because right now, except for the Street Profits, they looking like fucking JTG and Shaq Gaspar. But with circus clothes on.
Well, listen, here's the thing. Like Ray said, they try to make them a heel faction.
Yeah.
And then they reversed. So there was a time where I saw a couple of them when they were coming out, and they were both looking like conceited assholes, like, yo, don't touch me, this and that. And Montez Ford, they had him tone it down. They had him be more conceited. But now it's like, oh, we don't know what we're going to do with you guys. We don't know if you're baby faces or heel. So just do what you want to do. If you want to hype up the crowd, hype up the crowd. And I think this is where they're losing a lot of the crowd.
Yeah. No, they are, because it's like, wait, so what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to boo you? Are we cheering for you? We don't like those guys because they're doing heel shit. So now what? And it's like, it's that mix. Like even Bobby, when he came out for the chamber, it was like, okay, so we're gonna cheer for you.
Right, yeah. Because you know the final testament is a bigger heel group than they are.
Yeah.
Because of Montez Ford. And the LWO, because they started feuding with the LWO, and then the LWO kind of moved away from them because they wanted to break them up and have them do their own little shit. So again, you couldn't build up the Street Profits as heels. You couldn't make them a dominant faction, and then you come up with another heel team that came out of nowhere, and now there's a feud, and we're literally sitting here going, what happened, Papa?
No, legit. It's like,
I'm gonna go watch Raw, because at least there they spend at least 3 hours telling me what's happening.
Yeah, takes them a little bit, but at least I think we know what direction we're going in.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the truth. I think SmackDown.
Drew McIntyre comes out, I could go to the bathroom on Raw. I don't know what's happening on SmackDown.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I believe that for so long, SmackDown has leaned on the bloodline that they don't know what they're doing if the bloodline is not in the picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the bloodline has been the best story going on for about 2+ years, maybe 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And SmackDown's like, yo, if we don't have the bloodline, we ain't got shit. So it's like they don't know how to promote the players. Let's call them the players that they have, which I think is why Triple H made that change to put in Nick Aldis as the SmackDown GM. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was telling my nephew here, I was like, yo, you know who that is, right? He's like, no. I was like, yo, think about it. He was in TNA. And he's like, oh shit, I remember him now. And I'm like, yeah. Like he's a former wrestler. I don't know who this guy Adam Pearce is or whatever his name is. I don't. I
That's
really.
Shawn Michaels.
What happened?
That was Shawn Michaels' stunt double. When Shawn Michaels lost his smile.
He's a former NWA champion, but yeah, he's their GM now.
Really? Adam Pearce was a former wrestler?
Yeah, he was a former NWA champion. He wrestled for ROH for a bit. He was actually really good. Like Adam Pearce was a great wrestler, but not many people knew about him as much. But he was actually a good worker.
Okay. Look, a little knowledge. I was like, I don't know this guy from Dick.
That's the funny thing, because it's like both of their GMs are guys that never got to wrestle in WWE like that, but are now their GMs.
Right, but the thing is, I don't know who the fuck Adam Pearce is from A Hole in the Wall. I know Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And whoever don't know, he was in the main event Mafia in TNA, whatever. He was the NWA World Champion. Yep. He's the one that's banging Mickey James.
He's the one that wrestled Cody Rhodes and All In.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they put him in that thing because they're like, okay, his face is more recognizable. People seen him. They might be able to respect him a little bit more than Adam Pearce.
And probably so. Like that is the thing that's like, at least the fans know who these guys are. Like,
right. Well, we all know that Raw is a flagship show, so it really doesn't take a good GM to run Raw because the bigger talent is on Raw.
Yeah. They're not really there to see the GM of sorts. Is more of just, okay, who's on the show itself.
Right.
These guys here.
Raw was built on defiance of authority.
Yep.
Of course.
And when you have a GM that tries to assert his authority but can be defied, that's what makes a good GM for Raw. Nick Aldis can't be that general manager or that GM on Raw because his stature's too strong. Who's gonna fuck with him? You know what I'm saying? That's why on SmackDown you can do it where you don't fuck with the GM on SmackDown because Stephanie McMahon was the GM on SmackDown, Teddy Long was the GM on SmackDown, Paul Heyman at one point was the GM on SmackDown. There was a lot of people that asserted their authority and no one defied them because if you did, you're wrestling the Undertaker.
Nope. It's the one-on-one with the Undertaker.
Yeah, but that's what it was. DX made Raw the way it was. Austin made Raw the way it was, and they still have that platform. They still have that step-by-step guide for Monday Night Raw. The problem is now it's commercial, and then Seth Rollins comes out 40 minutes later, go back to commercial, entrance, commercial, match is over. Drew McIntyre comes out, Seth Rollins comes back out, commercial, Cody Rhodes ends it.
Right.
We forgot a few more commercial breaks in there, but you got the point.
Yeah.
And the sad part is, like, this is not hyperbole either. Like, you could watch every week. We do the Raw watch along, and we guess. Like, okay, cool.
No, you got it. You can't say guess without using the apostrophe fingers, Ray.
Because we guess we're about to see another commercial break, and guess what?
It got so bad. We knew when it was coming. There was no guessing. My man gets thrown out of the ring. The camera zooms in on him. All right, we'll be back. We going to commercial.
No, we now have to find more. This is what Raw Watch Along has become. It's like, shit, this is the time that we just talk about other shit.
Yeah.
Because half the time it's fucking commercial breaks. So it's like, okay, cool. So tell what you want to talk about right now. Like it's more commercial than actual wrestling now, and that's sad.
Yeah.
It's like it's 3 hours now. When it comes to Netflix, are they going to bring it down to 2? Because now they have to have an actual just lengthy wrestling product.
Yeah. No. Well, I would keep it 3 because you know what? Fuck that. Because in all honesty, Netflix should give them the leeway that they've been looking for. And if you have a 3-hour show on Netflix, you can break it down to 3 different categories. Now you can have a woman's 1 hour fucking segment. You can have the Intercontinental Division segment. You can have the World Title segment. You can do that now because you have advertisers and all the other sponsors and all that other stuff, but there ain't no commercials on Netflix. You don't have to appease to nobody. And the more edgier you make it, the more people want to watch it, the more ratings Netflix get, the more buys they get, the more leeway they get.
I'm telling you, that's why we see this more transition to more mature,
and
product.
So now, Ray, you was on the sports show yesterday, but majority of the time it's Hotch versus Krills, old school versus new school.
Yes.
Toughness versus athleticism.
Yes.
Now we're gonna bring it to wrestling because a lot of people are saying The Rock is saving wrestling because there are a bunch of people that don't watch wrestling now but are loving what The Rock's doing. And you can see the difference with The Rock saying fuck you, all this other shit, and everyone else. And
like following suit, like I said, I just saw Cody's promos from not this Raw, but the previous. He literally says "lip dick bitch." I was like, oh shit.
Now hold on. Now this is my question.
Okay.
Is it because that we want the old school back so much, or is it because they're not allowing the bad people to be on TV? Because if you think about it, the Attitude Era, everyone, if you got ratings, you were on TV. You had to fight for your spot. The 3 minutes you got. Nowadays, the only one that's getting cheered is Seth. So put him out there as many times as we can. If we put people out there that suck at talking, it would make everyone else look better at talking. But it also would, the rising tide rises all boats, right?
Well,
you can't have like everybody can't be great. And sometimes you need to fucking have that Billy Gunn Sunday Night Heat with the Rock.
Ooh, damn promo. God damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. No, and the thing is, yes, back in the day, it was fucking everyone was trying to get in front of the line. Yeah. Everyone was trying to fight for that spot. The problem is, this is why I said when they go to Netflix, is going to get shortened down to 2 hours. Because sometimes, I'm saying, should it be? Because at this point, those 3 hours is when it's like, oh, we have enough time. We have to put everyone on. And what that entails is like, you're still not doing it though. Because you're still, like we said,
but
we're still seeing multiple Cody segments, Seth segments, this. And to their degree, yes, there are the guys that are drawing them money. The problem is there's a bunch of talent that can still do what they need to do, and they can't fight like back in the day. They can't be like, oh, I have to fucking make sure I'm there, because now we give opportunities. This isn't, we aren't trying to fucking cut each other in the back, you know?
No, I get it, but think about this. No. The pandemic.
Yep.
We saw the greatness in people during the pandemic. And we saw people that was like, yo, this ain't working.
No, a lot of people.
You saw people rise to the occasion, and you saw the people who are going to be mid-carders for life.
But that's why I'm saying we have to let the bad people go out on TV and sink or swim.
Yep.
Because you can't protect everyone. Not everyone is meant to be The Rock, but God damn it, you're not gonna find another Rock unless you throw rocks in the fucking ocean.
Well, you know what they say: iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? So maybe on Netflix, maybe some of these guys can't talk because the way they're used to talking, right now on TV, they're not allowed to talk like that. But now you put them on Netflix, and you loosen that tie a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And they can get a little sharp with that tongue. You know, like me and Les speak about this all the time, where they were force feeding Roman Reigns to us.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But they weren't letting him be himself. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, remember the feud between him and Cena? And they were trying to force him how to do specific promos. You know what I'm saying? And I remember telling me this all the time, where I think Jericho's like, yo, just got to let Roman be who Roman is, which is the coolest dude in the room. Just, like, let him be him. And, once that feud was over and you saw, you know what I'm saying? You saw, like, they let Roman be Roman. Now you get the tribal chief. Like, his promos now are some of the best promos in years.
Now it felt organic. It doesn't feel like, he's being. Funny enough, I just saw one of the promos the other day from that feud again of him and Cena.
Right, where Cena goes, it's called a promo.
And he buried the shit out of Roman.
You know why? Because you know how easy it is to bury someone who doesn't even believe the shit he's doing?
No, and that shows, though, when the system doesn't let you be you with it. At least, again, 7 out of 10, I'll say that. 7 out of 10, they're trying to push you to do something where, hey, this is going to showcase you.
Yeah, but
it doesn't work with everyone. With Roman, he needed to be allowed to be him.
So here's the thing now. Now we got Roman.
Yeah.
Roman's on SmackDown. We're complaining about the wrong gimmick for the David Ruffin and the Temptations, about the Final Judgment, all that stuff, right? We're complaining about that. But where is that same risk that they took on Roman to switch that they're doing to them? Because you can tell they got a bunch of people out there do this, and they're like, yo, bro, I don't know what that is. Like, I don't read tarot cards. I don't know what this is, bro. I came in here to be a fucking
wrestler,
a powerhouse tag team that doesn't talk. That's why we got Ellery here with us. He talks and he says some crazy shit. Why are we with some dude that comes in black and white talking about TikTok? He going after Roman? What happened here? It's too much. It's too much. Y'all gotta be Lukey and Dookie, but you could be Mike Larry. Yeah. And then on Raw, it's, go ahead, Mike, get out there. All right, cool. Who am I gonna do a promo with? Some dude that's just gonna bury your ass. Because listen, Drew McIntyre tried his best to insult CM Punk, and CM Punk just needed to look at him like, what, to bury him? And this is the guy we're pushing?
I mean, but at the same time, that's not fair.
But
McIntyre is not known.
That's what I'm saying, Hodge.
For his talking.
But that's what I'm saying, Hodge.
They set him up for that. They set him up to be in that situation.
They're not letting these people be them.
No.
And I don't think Drew McIntyre knows the type of character he wants to be, because he's been trying to be this tough guy ever since he was with Dolph when he came back. The psychopath, that didn't work neither. The 3-2-1 shit happened in the Royal Rumble, and he just never let that go. No, you tell me what Drew McIntyre is supposed to be.
I liked what they were doing now.
I'm gonna be truthful. I have no fucking clue what they want him to be. And if I don't have a fucking clue what they want him to be, I'm pretty sure Drew McIntyre doesn't know what the fuck they want him to be.
And that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Ray. Are you a good guy? Are you a bad guy?
To me, the gimmick I thought they were trying to make him do was when Brett was complaining about everything.
Yeah.
To the point of, they're treating me this way, and what about this, and what about that kind of gimmick.
Oh, when they made Brett a heel and they made him all about Canada. They were trying to make they were trying to make McIntyre all about Scotland or whatever.
Not even that, but just all about McIntyre.
Yeah, but Brett was the old man, get off my lawn to the new degeneration.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's what it was. That's what made Degeneration X work, because they were juveniles, and he was the old man. Yo, get off my lawn type shit. So it worked.
Yeah.
Drew is bitching about getting, when I won the title, no one's in the arena. I'm sorry, bro. I don't give a shit if I win the title like fucking Connor's Cure, like little Connor the Crusher, when he won the title from Triple H after the show. I don't give a shit if I win the title then. I still won the title. I'm still a WWE champion.
I think the way
is fucking Jinder Mahal should be bitching.
I think the way they should have done McIntyre's character is like a little bit when he starts telling Rollins, it was like, yo, you're looking at shit, you're getting involved in shit you shouldn't be getting involved with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be watching your back. Like, I've seen him claymore Cody Rhodes. I haven't seen him claymore Seth Rollins.
Because Seth Rollins is hurt.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not even that. Like, I haven't seen him like attack Seth Rollins. You know what I'm saying? And like, we don't have to show an attack, because let's cut the crap. Half the time when the guys get attacked in the back, it's set up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all for camera.
Right. You can have Seth Rollins, laying on the ground. You know what I'm saying? you know, like
keep
holding his
kayfabe alive.
What happened?
I said, keep kayfabe alive. They actually get attacked, damn it.
I seen it. They used the dog once.
Listen, man.
They use real glass, god damn it. I don't give a shit.
Well, yeah, let me tell you something. Darby Allin used real glass in that shit.
Oh man,
I don't.
yeah.
That could have been fucking sand, and he'd have came out with his back all fucked up, bro.
Yo, nah, that right there was like, I can only imagine CM Punk's just like,
yeah.
But yo, listen.
But like we can have it set up where they find fucking Rollins laid out and they take him to the hospital or some shit, you know, and then they have Adam Pearce question Drew McIntyre, like where his whereabouts were, or you know, some stupid shit like that. But like I see McIntyre getting curb stomped by Seth Rollins, but I don't see the opposite. Like I get it, Seth Rollins is hurt, but if you're supposed to be this big bag heel, like show me some heel shit.
Yo, I think Seth
like right
Rollins,
now he's being more a crybaby. He's being more of a crybaby than Cody.
Yeah, but I think Drew McIntyre's home is the silent assassin. He should say minimum words and straight out be on some, I'm here for that title.
That's it.
You want to turn around and be like, yo, Seth, I'm gonna do you the favor, and I'm gonna let you know you got your nose stuck in the wrong business. You need to worry about me, because I'm not gonna take it easy on you. Yeah.
Right, and then later in the night, you see Seth Rollins laid out,
or someone else laid out from Drew, because they can't touch Seth, because Seth got a broken back, a broken femur, he broke his ear, like he's fucked up from wrestling the 4 times that he defended the world title, and he can't carry it no more. That's
either or you have Drew picking apart Seth's teammates. Show him beating up Jay in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like we see him, you know, yeah, we seen him claymore Cody Rhodes, you know what I'm saying? But let him catch Cody Rhodes in the back, like some kind of attack or some shit where he does like me and Les said, what big brolic motherfuckers are supposed to do. Beat somebody up and walk away without saying anything.
Yeah, because not for nothing, you have charisma or you don't. And sometimes the charisma that you have doesn't translate on TV that well. And his is not translating on TV that well. So silence is golden. Because how tough would you look? Samoa Joe is the toughest motherfucker out there. And all he says is, I'm going to kick your ass. When you break down what he says, it's, I'm going to kick your ass.
I mean, he does some intense promos here and there. Not gonna lie.
No, but the majority, the
Well,
Cliff
you're
Notes
right.
of what
Majority
his
of the
intense
time,
promo is, I'm gonna kick your ass.
majority of the time, he just says Joe is, and then all he says Joe is going, and then the whole crowd going to kill you.
Yeah. But
You know what I'm
you
saying?
know what I'm saying? But you understand? It's like there's people that believable in this shit. There's sometimes like not everyone can be Stone Cold Steve Austin. I feel like there's only two characters out there now. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin and John Cena. You're either the guy that's trying to make it up, or you're the guy that's all of a sudden this tough guy that's gonna take on everybody. There's not a lot of originality here. This is why I'm saying sink or swim. Sink or swim. You have to allow these people to fucking fail. You held back Zack Ryder. We spoke about this. You held back Zack Ryder.
Yes.
And he became popular outside of the WWE. And what they do, they said, "Oh, this is what happens. You get punished for it." And you can't blame Zack Ryder because we grew up on the Attitude Era, where the whole premise of that was you got to make it yourself.
Yep.
Get over yourself. If you can find a way to get over, you'll be on TV. And what happened? He found a way to get over, and he got fucking humiliated.
Yep.
It's sad, and that was all Vince, because why? You did it outside of WWE.
Yo, Hutch, it's the WWE. It's the WWE. Because there's plenty of people now that are over and not getting a fucking shot. Tozawa, that little fucking dance he's doing. The minute that shit became good, that became hot, what's he doing now? He's losing. He's on NXT.
Yeah. Shit, they had him fucking wrestling Omos at every house show. While he's over. Now he's as an overact.
Yeah.
Every house show for the last
Bro,
like,
not
2
for
months.
nothing. Yeah, not for nothing. You have Vin Balor, who ousted Edge from the Judgment Day, and then Vin Balor is not even considered the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Rhea Ripley did Logan Paul's fucking podcast this week. And he
Really?
announced her as the leader of the Judgment Day. I'm like, oh, so that's it?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you remember the promo, the shit, the storyline they have with her on SmackDown,
yeah.
where she told Paul Heyman, you know what I'm saying, basically that she's the leader of the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you guys don't have a leader? Like, who's the leader? Like, you can't have a faction without a leader.
But I was telling this to Gigi, and I think it was on the show, was like Judgment Day is perfect for we're situational leaders.
And
In
it
a
should have been.
situation like that, where it's like, oh, which one of y'all leaders? Well, Rhea's gonna punk your ass out because you a bitch. So Rhea, take the lead on this one.
Yeah. As it should have been.
When a monster comes at ya, Priest, do your thing.
Yep.
When it's a vet or somebody that's trying to get respect, Finn Balor comes up. The only one that can't do it is Dominic. You know what I'm saying? Because they have the stature and the position to have every single one of them take the lead in any point. Because that was originally what it was when they got rid of Edge. This wasn't supposed to be a group that had a leader. This was supposed to be a group to let people grow their wing.
Yep.
But even then, they became so hot and then fell so far. And Vince is gone. So what's happening?
I still think it's like we said earlier. I think, unfortunately, again, I'm not trying to just I'm not trying to defend everything, but I think it's Triple H, unfortunately, having to pick up again a broken game.
No, you know what it is,
What?
Ray? This is what I think is happening.
Okay.
The reason why there's a lot of people that are start stopping
Yeah.
is because it's these people are hot, but we can't have this for the story we're trying to tell, right? Because right now, the main thing for WrestleMania is the Bloodline and The Rock.
Yeah.
If Judgment Day was just as hot as the Bloodline, they would have to spend more time trying to figure out a way for the Judgment Day to be just as valuable there. The problem is they can't compartmentalize compartmentalize.
You got it. You said it. You said it.
They can't do that when it comes to storytelling and card placement of the matches, because for some reason 2 nights of WrestleMania, 8 hours in total of wrestling needs to consist of the bloodline.
Yep.
Where back in the day it was whoever's on TV, their story is being told.
Yep. Bro, the fact that we were
I think that's what made the Attitude Era so good.
No, it's just because it gave those spots that it's like, okay, we know who's gonna be here. We know who's gonna be here. We know our main eventers. With this, guys that should be in that spot, nope, we got to do this and this. So now you can't be here.
Yeah.
Because realistically, the Rhea Becky match could have been a main event for night 1.
Should have been a main event for night 1.
And
absolutely.
Well, Bailey and Io Shirai should have been main event.
Either could have been main event for night 1.
Well, she won the room.
No, I'm just saying because
storyline
wise,
true.
Storyline wise, there's more to the Becky Rhea, but the fact that unfortunately it's like nope. Now we gotta have 2 nights of Bloodline taking over the main event spot. And again, last year we did as well, but there was at least story to it. That it's like, okay, we'll let the tag match so Sammy could have the moment. It worked out. Oh, technically the year. Was it last year or the year before that?
No, it was last year.
Okay, yeah. But now it's like with this, it's like, come on. How are you gonna give us we were joking that's like Roman ain't gonna work 2 nights. That's like, wait, are they about to turn this into a tag match? Are we getting no title match? And it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have 2 nights of Rome. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Right.
Because we knew Roman wasn't working anything but the main. So it's like they just took up 2 nights of WrestleMania main event spots.
Yep.
Like it's I would be surprised, which I doubt it's gonna happen, if that tag match isn't the main night 1.
No, they said it was the main.
Yeah, they said it. They said it. Night 1, the main event.
They said the
main event for night 1 is the tag match. Now think about that. This is where I think Drew is right. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, you're sticking your nose. You know what I'm saying? In there, so you're taking your eyes off the prize. The prize should be the title, the Raw title.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're too busy with this bloodline bullshit. Like that ass. What happened with Sami Zayn and you know and Jey Uso? Like you got Kevin Owens on SmackDown, but he's completely removed of the whole bloodline, you know, story. But at one time he was hot and heavy in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, now they got him wrestling Logan Paul.
Yeah, he's in the triple threat for the US title.
Like, come on now.
I'm telling you, there's no. They can't differentiate the main event and the rest of the show, because I remember back in the day when the Intercontinental title was just as important as the world title, but the Intercontinental title was not a main event, but that shit was, that's the match I want to see.
Yeah.
You sit there and you be like, I want to see the hardcore match with Crash Holly because he is a super heavyweight and he got an open challenge. I want to see who he wrestles. And that was to start the show. And then you had the tag team match, like, the New Age Outlaws versus LOD. Let's do this, baby. What's going on here? And then you had fucking Eddie Guerrero versus Rob Van Dam for the Intercontinental title. This is going to be dope. And then Kurt Angle versus Triple H for the world title. That was all the same show.
Yep.
Nowadays, it's Rock and Roman versus whoever, and then Roman versus whoever. So how many matches are there? That I know of 2.
Yeah, we're like, you guys literally have split WrestleMania into 2 nights, and like most pay-per-views are now 2-night events.
And again, it's not small cards. This isn't we split into 2 nights, so it's like you'll get somewhat a decent night 1, night 2, you get a few more. No.
They start at 7.
Full cards both nights.
They start an hour earlier. WrestleMania starts at 7:00
God damn.
with a 2-hour kickoff show.
Give me 1 sec, because I feel like my page was going nuts. 1 sec.
To me, that's ridiculous, man. Whatever happened to having one pay-per-view for each show?
I don't
You know
know
what I'm
what
saying?
happened with that.
That's the whole reason about splitting the titles and not having a unified title is to have each show have its own pay-per-view. And then the big pay-per-views, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, having a combined show.
Yeah.
I feel like every pay-per-view now is a 2-night event.
Yeah. But if you notice, all the pay-per-views, they
Have the same
mostly
main
Raw.
event. They all have the same main event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloodline. Main event, Bloodline. Main event, Bloodline.
Yeah. But it's mostly Raw. There's like 1 or 2 SmackDown matches and everything else is Raw.
Basically.
What's going on? Jinping? That's how you. Ray is the official pronunciator of the show.
Yeah, it's another one. Not sure. Give me
Yeah,
1
but-
sec, because now this is legit. My computer is going haywire right now. Give me 1 sec.
Did you update it?
Give me 1 second.
No, but yeah, that's the issue that's happening. You can see it with like, don't get me wrong, Mania is coming out to be big, but it's because of one person. Well, 2 people. Roman has been holding it down for almost 4 years now, but The Rock is bringing the old school back. You know, the old school viewers back with his edginess and all that other shit. It's like you like to say, "Hutch, it got soft." And also, everyone now all of a sudden is just, you know how you do spots in matches and everybody's just spot wrestling. Everybody's just spot promoing. Everybody's just trying to do that one line that refers to something else, and then
Everybody's trying to be a Stone Cold with the catchphrase.
yeah, but I mean, it's not even that. It's like MJF. Most of his promos are him saying something about someone else, like trying to get heat for it. It's like, oh, you look like Triple H or something, like some shit like that. And it's like, okay, that bullshit insult doesn't carry weight around here. Like, say something more entertaining, because Paul Heyman compliments everyone that he promos against, and his promos are the most captivating.
You know what I would have loved to see? I would have loved to see fucking Paul Heyman against Bobby the Brain Heenan. Just imagine, because Bobby was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, he
You know what I'm
was.
saying? Like, imagine Paul Heyman and Bobby the Brain Heenan having a war of words.
Oh man, those promos alone would have sold you any match.
Yeah, Bobby the Brain Heenan. I don't know if you know this. He would have had the balls to turn around and say, "I don't need to advocate for nobody. My man can speak for himself, but he don't have time to waste on you, so I'll do it."
Yeah, because Perfect could cut promos.
Yeah,
but Perfect was the guy in the ring. He didn't need to cut the promo for
yeah.
him. You got Bobby the Brain Heenan for that. Like, legit, that's what it made so much. And it's like, oh, he doesn't need to do this, but I'm here anyway. Like,
Oh, man.
Yeah, never needed nobody to talk for him, but Bobby the Brain Heenan was there.
Yep.
Bobby the Brain Heenan
shit,
was there.
Rick Rude didn't need a mouthpiece, but
The only one that needed a mouthpiece was Andre the Giant and Haku.
yeah.
Because Andre the Giant, you wouldn't understand what he's saying.
Unfortunately, yeah, that was
His accent was heavy.
Heavy.
He's
Yeah.
Andre. Though.
Yeah,
Rest
no,
in
for
peace.
real.
Unfortunately, all those guys we just mentioned, they're damn.
Well, except for Haku, but yeah, no.
No, but like
Yeah,
Perfect.
no, yeah. Mr. Perfect, Ravishing Rick Rude, Andre the Giant, all those people, yeah. Yeah, even Bobby the Brain Heenan himself.
Yeah, that's a piece of Bobby. Like,
when was the last time you guys can remember that there was a combination of great entertaining workers, but also great on the mic promos? The Ruthless Aggression era. The Ruthless Aggression era. Eddie Guerrero, Rob Van Dam, like The Rock and Kurt Angle.
Not for nothing, but John Cena's Thugonomics character was hilarious.
He couldn't wrestle though.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he could wrestle. Shit, he can't wrestle now, but I'm just saying.
I know. I just want that for the record. I just want it to be known.
He could wrestle, Toe. Come on. You can't
wrestle his way out of a potatoes.
No.
All I gotta say is, Lev will forever be mad at me for when Cena did the Hurricanrana. I said, watch Michael Cole call it a Cena Canrana, and literally seconds later, Michael Cole called it a Cena Canrana, and Lev just looked at me like, I fucking hate you.
Nah, I was waiting for when Cena did a Code Red during that match with Punk. I was like, they call this anything but a Code Red. The fact that
Anthony, Kurt Angle was great. He was great on the promo.
Kurt Angle, yeah.
I don't think he was underrated. Kurt Angle gets his recognition.
I would say like maybe early in his career he needed work on the mic.
No.
But after a while before he left the WWE the first time, he was great on promos. Some of his promos in TNA were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like when he was feuding with Jeff Jarrett because of his wife or whatever. Like those are some great fucking promos.
Yeah. Because once he got into the entertainment side of it, he understood, okay, now it could be a character. But he was always, wrestling wise, he was always sound because he was a collegiate wrestler. Like he knew the mat game, he knew this. Once he got the fundamentals of pro wrestling, that was it. He was born to do this.
And his charisma is off the charts.
Oh yeah. He was gonna be somebody in this business. Like it was without a doubt. Man, that run of him. Y'all remember when he won every title in TNA?
Yeah. I remember that, like it was yesterday, bro, with him and Samoa Joe.
Bro, that run was insane. I hate the way that he lost all the titles. But
right.
You know what's crazy though? It almost felt like that was a fixed point in our reality. Like, in the MCU where like Doctor Strange is trying to save his girl in the car crash and they said you can't, this is a fixed point.
Yeah.
Like no matter what you do, she's gonna die. Like no matter what, Kurt Angle was supposed to go to TNA because the matches he had with these people reinvigorated his career and was like, this showed why TNA should be a force to be reckoned with in WWE.
Yeah. That was that. Those are the moments. Like you needed guys like that to do that. You needed him to jump ship. You needed Christian to jump ship. It was moments like that I was like, okay, cool. This gave that pop. Like,
Anthony is clarifying his statement there.
Who is the guy that you guys felt that is in psychology overshadowed his abilities to talk on the microphone, even though he was on the mic? So basically, his work was so good it overshadowed his
mic skills.
Owen Hart.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true.
His work rate was he didn't need to talk. He didn't need to. The mic wasn't. Yeah. Owen was just that good. I'm trying to think. So by that, does Malenko count?
Yeah, but I mean, Malenko wasn't
a talker ever.
But something though, that was his character. He was the Iceman.
Yeah, because Malenko's work rate could fucking it kept him as one of the greats. Because his work rate was fucking amazing.
I would give a little bit to Lance Storm.
Yeah, because he's another one. He could cut a promo though, but his work rate spoke for itself.
Yeah,
you didn't need to fucking have him cut promos. Jerry Lynn. I don't think
Yeah.
Cherylin needs to talk much. His work rate showed it.
Now the question is the other side of the coin.
Okay.
Whose promos were so good that it made us think that their wrestling was good?
Oof.
Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah. Even though no. He wasn't the most technically sound, but Jeff in there knew how to get heat. He knew how to psychologically, like Jeff Jarrett was a worker. I'll give I can't take that away from him. Shit, promo wise that made them look
Oh, the Road Dog.
Okay.
I mean, if it wasn't for him, there was no the New Age Outlaws. Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to say Rick Martel.
Wow, that's pretty. That's going back, yeah.
I want to say Rick Martel because Rick Martel was such a great promo, but his in ring for a while was not the most soundest. Don't get me wrong.
No.
Great. He was a good worker later on, but there was a time where it's like it wasn't the most.
Well, Anthony has a good one, Booker. I remember early on when Booker was a great wrestler but horrible on the mic, and then as he got older, he was real good on the mic, but you can see that the skills weren't as there when he was younger.
Yeah, he was focusing more on the actual
the character. Yeah. Like when he became King Booker.
Yeah.
I mean, Anthony has another good one, Scott Hall.
But he was a good worker though.
He was a great worker. But you got to remember all the shit he went through in WCW before he became Razor. Dude, at one time he was called the Diamond Stud.
No, I remember he came out with DDP and shit.
And DDP was his mouthpiece.
Are we really gonna go into like when they were still like in their greenhorn days? Like if that's the case, shit, we could go into.
No, but I'm talking about like right now. Like if we're sitting here going, "Yo, this guy could talk, but he can't wrestle for shit."
Right now,
I think Edge.
Wait, that he can talk but he can't wrestle?
His talking is better than his wrestling.
Nah, man, I can't say that.
Well, yo, call up Lay.
No, I know Lay can.
Let's have this discussion now.
See, but the problem is if we have this, Lay's gonna say the Miz can't either. When we talk about guys that have been dependable as a worker, you can't take that away from
read what Anthony wrote, and I actually agree with that.
I would say Scott Hall because I think his character work overshadowed how great he was inside the ring in terms of psychology, putting him as together.
Oh, if you want to talk about that, then the one that fits the mold perfect is Goldust.
Yeah,
Dustin Rhodes at one point was one of the best in-ring workers, and then he became Goldust. And
remember, he was called the Natural.
His talent again.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what's crazy because it's one of those where he can work amazingly.
Still to this day.
And
to this day,
the character just took over. That it's like, oh, he doesn't have to do much now.
To this day.
Like,
well, you know what? In that aspect, a young Sting.
Yeah.
Like people forget that Sting was a talker. You know what I'm saying? Before he became the Crow, he had mic skills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he was so good in the ring that people actually forget. Like this guy actually was coming out with it's showtime, folks. You know what I'm saying? And like some of his early promos when he was fighting against Ric Flair and Flair was part of the Horsemen or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's actually pretty good mic work for somebody who was still new in the industry, but his talent in the ring just overshadowed that.
Yeah. No, agreed.
Well, WCW, a lot of the talent overshadowed, like, because the thing was, you had to be an anomaly in WCW to be able to talk and wrestle, because most of the people could just wrestle. Like Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes, two people that can talk and wrestle, and Harley Race. Everyone else just could wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone else was just wrestling. That's why Ric Flair was always the champion. Or Dusty Rhodes was going after him before before Ric Flair. It was Harley Race. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have too many people that were that charismatic and shit. Because even the Von Erichs, everyone loved them, but they weren't like the most charismatic on the mic talkers in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like the Freebirds was what made that feud crazy.
Oh yeah, Michael P.S. Hayes is a talker.
Yeah, and that's what you needed though. You needed that balance. You needed the actual workers, and then you needed someone that could talk the talk.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go left because people forget how good he was. Shane Douglas in ECW.
Oh man, Shane, and that's the thing. Shane's talking, also unfortunately due to injury, is what sold him.
Yeah.
He was a great champion. The funny thing is, he barely wrestled because of his injuries.
Yeah.
But because of his promo and because of how he was able to narrate the story, you didn't miss his ring work.
So, some people would say that Taz's mic skills overshadow his ring work.
His mic skills when he was a worker, or his commentary work
when he was a worker. You know, just
his
beat
promos,
me if you can, survive if I let you. That's all he needed to say. It overshadowed everything.
Nah, but his in-ring work was great though.
No,
Like,
it was. Yeah.
It was technically sound, power for power, one of the best workers.
But Taz is what Drew McIntyre. Because all right, here you go. That's what also made that era different. The true babyface didn't do much talking. All the talking came from the bad guy because he was the one talking shit, and everybody wanted the babyface to shut him up.
Well, yeah, because the babyface was supposed to be the okay. I'm gonna come in, win the pun intended, finish the story here, and send the crowd home happy.
Because that's how it always is. I'm gonna shut this dude up.
Yeah.
And Hogan's promos when he was a face, Warriors promos when they were faces, and like Bret Hart and all these guys when they were faces were basically, come on guys, I need you to back me up. We're gonna shut this dude up. And then the bad guys were the ones, Hulkamania, we're gonna kill it. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. This people's been, you're stupid for following him and this, that, and this. They came up with elaborate shit to make you hate them because they're going after your hero. Not fucking Drew. They didn't care about me when I was champion. You don't care that I'm the number one contender because you're fighting The Rock. I'm mad. That's his 45-minute promo. I'm mad because no one cares. And Seth Rollins, I don't know what to say here, so sing my song. And I'm sitting here going, how do you sing a song that is nothing but sounds? Wouldn't they be humming as a song? Because you can't sing a song that don't have words.
I guess you're humming it or Sarah. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
How do you phrase that?
Well, Anthony's saying, in the Attitude Era, but I'll give you one. William Regal, his in-ring work was fucking phenomenal, but people forget how good he was on the mic, making you feel like a shit.
Oh yeah, like as a heel, he made you feel like, shit. Why do I
he made you feel like he was way superior to you. But then you would see him in the ring and you'd be like, this guy, he looks like a throwback wrestler, but was just technically sound like he can do it all. And you're like, this dude was fucking great in the ring.
You know why? Because he knew his character. What's Ricochet's character, Ray?
Nothing.
At this point, I couldn't tell you.
What is the the annexation of Puerto Rico, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates? What's that? Is that their tag team name?
The Cash Republic.
Yeah, the Cash Republic. What are their characters?
Well, Pete's a bruiserweight.
And what does that mean?
He's He's a bruiserweight. He's a brute.
He's a small guy that fucks people up.
Basically.
And okay, so yes, boys.
Yeah.
Besides gay, what is their characters?
No clue.
Exactly.
Let's move over to Raw. We can do this all day. We can do this all day. Which I thought Ricochet was on SmackDown. Because I remember he got traded to SmackDown, but now he's back on Raw.
Well, I think they traded him back when they sent him back.
Oh, because he couldn't be a star with Logan Paul.
Not just that, but also I guess his fiance.
Yeah, Chad Gable. What's his character?
He went from being the alpha in the Alpha Academy to wearing a suit and not being a wrestler or whatever.
To me, he was just a collegiate athlete. That's always been that's his character in a sense. He's just a great athlete.
If they mean for that, they should have just kept him as Prince Puma.
Well, for Ricochet, yeah. Well, and that's the thing. They're now.
They're making fun of him.
They keep teasing it again. So I don't know if because of Netflix they now have the right to that, which I doubt that's a thing. Maybe they bought it now, but I think they're gonna make him Prince Puma again, or something similar to Prince Puma.
That's just horrible.
Because they kept teasing. They're like, "Oh, he's as fast as a puma. Oh, he got to the top rope jumping like a puma." That type of stuff. It's like, are we allowed to do that again?
Yeah, listen. I mean that would have been something good for somebody to say shit. But how often do you give Ricochet a chance to talk?
Yeah, not much. If any
because
time.
Because I'm telling you, we don't need 15 segments with Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes. Like Jey Uso gets a chance to talk now, and it's almost like you get 3 minutes, say what you need to say, and then you go out there and wrestle your match. And I'm digging what he's saying. Don't get me wrong, but it's like why other people can't
you know
do
what? I'm a Billy. You know what? I can't say that because every other word out of his mouth is yeet.
I don't like the yeet neither, but I do think that giving him a chance to show his personality is helping him.
Anthony said Anthony kill. Actually, Swerve Strickland was kill shot in Lucha Underground. Ricochet was Prince Puma.
Yeah.
Sorry to anyone that did not know that. That was just spoiled. But yeah.
Keep K-Fab alive.
The tattoo. If the tattoo doesn't give it away, I don't know what will.
Well, because Ricochet didn't need to talk. He was so athletic.
Yeah.
Which that's something else. Why wouldn't you make Ricochet like the new Rob Van Dam? Give him Bill Alfonso. Give him somebody that can fucking this guy can show off. Why can't he show off? Why wouldn't you make him an arrogant fucking guy that shows off?
Yo, man, when he did that flip off into the rampway when he was feuding with
Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, Velveteen Dream. Dude, this man is uber athletic. He needs help on the mic. You know who he should have been? A Paul Heyman guy. Imagine what Paul can do with a guy that athletic.
Yep.
Shit, fuck around. Give him Zelina Vega. Y'all forget she can fucking talk too.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
And by that he means Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what I mean.
No, but there's more than one way to skin a cat. Not everyone needs to fucking talk. I'm sorry, not everyone needs to cut a promo, but not all the promo should be done by one person either. You know what I'm saying? Like Steve Blackman didn't cut promos, but everybody wanted to see him wrestle.
But he came out and fucked people up.
Yeah,
and that's all he needed to do because he legit. He was the weapon for a reason. Like he was.
Yeah. Al Snow came out and asked what does everybody want?
Head.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That was it.
Big Boss Man just said you're gonna be serving hard time. Sit.
And it worked. It made sense. Did its job.
Shit,
I
not
mean,
for nothing, yo.
but
Teddy
then
Long
also
with Ricochet.
when they also let people talk and be themselves, it sometimes it worked. Look at Mark Henry. Mark Henry wasn't allowed to talk until he became the Silverback,
Yep.
and then he was inducting people into the House of Pain.
Yep. Was that
Yeah,
still
but
funny that they did that as a fucking prank on him to
Yeah.
get him to get that angry? And then it's like, make me money.
Yeah. But yo, the greatest promo anyone's ever done was his retirement speech.
Oh, that's awesome. Psych, motherfuckers.
That was great. That fucking salmon suit.
Yeah, man.
My
Never
man,
forget that shit.
but I mean, it's just like I'm sorry, but like Ricochet, just let him be him.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let him come in, let him do his crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But and you're right, and even Anthony agrees. Like, they don't know how to develop valets no more, or not even, or even managers. Just like they have Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yo, because they're too busy. My man, Bobby Lashley. Or the fucking what they call him now? The abominable slow man Lashley or something? the Aventador Lashley. What is he now?
See, my thing is that's like they're trying to force the role of a manager in WWE. A lot of guys, it's like we're using guys that have already been in the ring, and it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna transition you into this. It's like that's not what they're here for. There's a bunch of great managers on the indies right now. A bunch of great people that they could bring up to their system and it would work fine.
Like
AEW
Ray.
did that. AEW did not just start, you know what? Hey, we don't want you to wrestle. We just want you to be a manager. Be a manager. No. They picked up people that actually do it and put them with workers. There is a great amount of fucking managers out there. It does the job. There are people that have studied Heyman. There are people that have studied guys like Bobby the Brain Heenan, guys like the Wizard, guys like that. That it's like there is.
People forget Teddy Long was a manager before he was.
Yeah.
Yep. He was a ref. He was a manager.
Lenny Poffo, the genius.
Yeah, bro. There's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people that people could study and look at and be like, you know what? That is who you want to inspire to be if you want to be a manager. But no, we think, oh yeah, it's just anyone can be out there. It's like there's an art to it. There's a craft, pun intended. Like
there is a craft to it.
But the thing is, and I'm sorry to say it, not everybody takes this shit serious.
They don't. Unfortunately, not. They don't, and it's a thing of people get comfortable at a certain degree.
But it also works when you have somebody who can talk, but you still like look at your man Swerve. Swerve can talk, but they still gave him Prince. I forget his name. Prince what?
Prince Nana.
Prince Anna.
He was Prince Nana was someone that they brought in because Nana's been doing this, and he was a wrestler at one point. But in ROH, even back in the day, he transitioned into that role, and he's been a manager for so many people that people forget. And Nana's been working with everybody, and it worked. AEW was like, you know what? Brought him in once, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna keep him around. And the pairing with him and Swerve has been great.
Yo, but you know what the secret sauce is? And I can say this because I've been watching wrestling my whole fucking life, and I see it with my fucking eyes.
Yeah,
I've seen plenty of wrestlers grow in this fucking ring. The secret sauce is adaptation,
as it should be. If you can't adapt,
if it doesn't work, try something else. Something like R-Truth. He was not always like this.
No.
But when
one time when he was Ron the Truth Killings in WWE, they barely let him talk.
Yeah.
He went to TNA or Impact or whatever it was called there, and was part of the 3 Live crew, and everybody in that group can talk. You had Road Dogg, you had Conan, and then you had R-Truth.
Yep.
But it wasn't until he got to that promotion that they let him talk.
No, but and it's not like even Conan. You mentioned it yourself. Conan in Mexico was one of the best wrestlers at his time. He went to WCW. It didn't work as the Conan that came from Mexico. So what happened? He adapted and he went to the NWO and all that other shit.
Yep.
He became an American version of a stereotypical
he went into the dungeon first.
Yeah,
he became a straight up Mexican.
Me tell the story.
Well, no, because he left the whole Conan bit and became like a Chicano in the dungeon.
Yeah, but people don't remember the dungeon. They only remember what the documentaries tell them now.
No, but the documentary doesn't tell the story.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, Hutch. 90% of the bitches on that are complaining about the old school ways are people who watch the documentary.
Yo, what's going on with your mic?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it just me or is Toe like
you're coming through like you coming through like in the 80s?
Yeah, you're phasing out, bro.
Yeah. Well, you're good now. So repeat what you said.
Yeah, you were robotic as hell.
Yo, somebody's fucking my shit.
It's the internet trolls. It's internet trolls.
90% of the squads that are on it giving their opinion about wrestling and saying it's not like the old school shit only know about the Attitude Era and the Golden Age Era and the fucking Ruthless Aggression Era based off of the documentaries. You said the dungeon, no one knows who Kevin Sullivan is right now.
And that's sad.
Because, so I'm saying it's all an adaptation because even though he became a Chicano with them, it really worked with the NWO because now he had the gang with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even as much as Ray hates him, and as much as we try not to talk about him on the show, John Cena, he adapted.
He went from the prototype to Ruthless Aggression to the Thugonomics, and then to Super Bowl to Super Cena.
Yeah, because he turned into a fucking Marine, and but he adapted. Jericho adapted. Undertaker adapted. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's all about adaptation. If you're starting to sink, you need to start paddling so you can tread water.
I'll give you one thing that Edge said that holds truth when he was speaking to X-Pac it's called character evolution.
Yeah.
You got to evolve with the times.
Yeah, no, it's what I talk about with so many people on the podcast. It's like a lot of guys, even on the smaller scale, are trying to evolve their characters so it's polished, so it's able to adapt with the current state. Guys like, bro, I give it to him because somehow he continues to adapt his character, being so many years in. Fucking Jericho.
Yeah.
Jericho has continued to every time. It's like, okay, cool. We've seen this style of Jericho.
I'm going to reinvent myself.
And he continues to do it. And it's like, yo, he doesn't have to at this point. He's already Chris Jericho. And he continues to do it.
Yo, but here's Ray. Even you see this on the independent circuit. Yeah. You see someone in one area that isn't getting the recognition for what they do. Or their character, like you can see it, but it's not working. And then they go somewhere else and it starts working. And then once that ball starts going, they go all the way around and now they're treated differently in all these circles. Now their character's known because it's strong now. You know what I'm saying? Like it shows you, like you go from one end and they treat you like you're a filler match. Now you're a champion and now you're like, oh, we're going to put you on all these opportunities. You're money maker now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, we see it and we see it constantly. Yeah. And it's the thing of, you have to be able to adapt because in certain situations, it's like the saying goes, it's like learning your value. You might be treated here one way. You might see this one way. Somewhere else, that's it. Your money.
Yeah, because one, not everything you do is going to work for people.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you do multiple things, it works for multiple people.
Yeah, no, and again, it depends on the place, it depends on the scenario, but you have to be adaptable that no matter the situation, you'll make it work. So if this is not the situation where it's going to work, you go here. Oh shit, it works over here.
Because think about it. Think about it. WCW purged ECW from most of their talent, technical talent, and their cruiserweights.
Yep.
And when I'm talking about Dean Malenko, Jericho, Eddie Guerrero, and all that, when they went to WCW, they were all technical wrestlers. But the ones I just named were the ones that stood out because of the character development. Eddie Guerrero was a phenomenal worker, but what is he known for? His charisma. Jericho, he's known for his storytelling and the way that he can become that bad guy and make people want to kick his ass. Dean Malenko was a tough guy. He was literally, I say a few words and I back it up. And Benoit was, prove me wrong. I'm tougher than anyone in this motherfucker. Prove me wrong.
No, yeah, and he was someone where again that style worked out for him. And Anthony, the Rey Mysterio thing, he's adapted too much. There's no way to say Rey Mysterio hasn't adapted. He might think he didn't, but you see it in the ring.
Yeah,
you see it in the ring where he has to adapt. He said it before. He had to stop doing the West Coast pop.
Yeah,
because unfortunately for the injuries he's gone through and all this. That is still adaptation. It's learning what your body can still do.
But see, the reason why I think Ray thinks he never adapted is because no matter what, he's always going to be the underdog. So the thing with Ray that where he adapted was his opponents. Because he can have.
That still counts though. That's still adaptation in the ring.
But that's what. But I'm saying that's why probably to him it feels like he never adapted because he can have these feuds with Eddie, and Eddie would do crazy things to sell the match. But remember, in the match, Ray showed his heart. Ray made you go, "Come on, Ray, you can win this." Against Kevin Nash, against Conan, all these people,
the Big Show,
all these people. It was Ray that made you go, come on, Ray, I got your back. I believe in you. You can do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's funny because now we're at a point where now it's like he's even, and that's what I say, like now he's adapted because now Ray is the
veteran.
He's the vet. That's like, okay, now we expect him to, even if he doesn't win this, he's gonna shine.
Yeah.
That's like now we're expecting this out of him. He's adapted into a different role than it comes into.
Can he keep up with Ray?
No, yeah, and that's what we expect out of it. That it's that adaptability, and again, it comes with the territory. You have to be able to adapt because if you don't adapt in that square circle, you're gonna get left behind.
Yeah,
you are, and it's great to see when wrestlers are able to find that in themselves. That it's like, let me maneuver this, let me change this, let me.
Here's a great example of adapting and not being able to adapt. You remember the team with, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and who?
Legacy.
Ted DiBiase Jr.
No.
Cody Rhodes was able to adapt.
No.
Ted DiBiase Jr. couldn't.
Yeah, and they tried that because even the pairings afterward, like they tried to pair Cody and Ted again, and he just never evolved with it. It was just, okay, yeah, you're Ted DiBiase Jr., but who are you? Like, who are you as the wrestler? Who are you as the performer? Right. All you're doing is a lot of the stuff your dad did, but there's nothing that makes me believe, at least in the E perspective, because I believe he had a nice run in OVW, but that was about it.
Yeah,
but he didn't adapt when it comes to the big screen of it all.
Yeah, because after the whole I'm Ted DiBiase's son, he turned into almost like I'm JBL's son now.
Basically.
But here's the other thing. You saw the evolution of Randy Orton. Remember, Randy Orton was the prodigy of,
Yeah, but you see the reason why Randy Orton adapted, because he was the greatest fucking wrestler we ever seen, and they put him in there early with these fucking legends, and you sink or swim, and he swam, and then decided, this shit is boring.
I don't think it was that. I think it's the we now need you to do the same like you got done to you.
Yeah,
Like we need someone to now lead this.
Yeah, but there was a while where Randy Orton gave a shit.
Oh yeah, but we also know why.
He was so talented. He coasted by on the top.
Oh, he's also if we want to get realistic to that, it was because he's at the top. He's enjoying the spoils at the top. What does that come with? You know what that comes with.
No, yeah, but I'm saying that
money and bitches.
No, but what I'm saying is that he's still
thank you, Host.
He's still one of the best wrestlers in the organization, not doing nothing.
Yeah, but again, it's at fault to him, but also fault to them because they weren't asking for more out of him, out of a performer. They weren't asking him to do
because they didn't need more out of him because they had Cena.
But that's the thing. It was at that point, especially when Randy was at that peak, that it was either changeable. It was like, oh, Xena can't do this right now. Randy's the guy. Oh, Randy can't do this right now. Xena, come back. Like,
right.
Especially when both of them were basically exchanging injuries. Because remember at that point, unfortunately, and I never noticed that until they started talking about the amount of reigns John has had. He never had a nice lengthy reign. Have you ever noticed? John kept losing the title, either by injury or they would trade off with either Triple H or Randy or Edge or so on. And it was like he never had a lengthy reign because he would get injured. And the same with Randy, that it was like Randy had one nice reign, but then the other ones, it's like it was either this or a violation or that or this.
Yeah.
And it's like
but also like back in those days, it's not like Roman now. Like Roman, defends the titles on like almost like on only pay-per-views, only fights, only like pay-per-views.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Back when Cena and Orton were really trading the titles back and forth, man, they were really wrestling 300 days out of the year.
Oh yeah. And no, and the thing was too, with back in the day that again the reigns meant more even for the time being, was because of it. You got to see them on weekly shows. You got to see them do other things. Like shit, the amount of times we would see them, it's like, okay, yeah, here comes Cena. Oh, here comes Cena again. Oh, we're gonna get to see that random six-man tag. But at least he was on the show.
Because you know why? Because back in the day, that title meant you were the best.
Yep.
Right.
And nowadays, it's a bunch of people. I'm the best, and you just so happen to have your pants held up better than mine.
Yeah, like not for nothing. Like, let's also give props to somebody like Triple H.
Yeah.
Because he literally fought Austin, The Rock, Undertaker, and was still able to come in and feud with Cena. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a long time to, to actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that spanned like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's also impressive. Like, and let's cut the crap. There were times where Triple H cut an amazing promo when he wasn't that heavy breathing shit that The Rock imitated him from.
I'm the game.
I'm constipated.
The worst part is that has been the most replicated thing ever. That it's like, the amount of people again, now you hear promos that way. It's like, here we go.
But then again, Triple H also reinvented himself.
Oh yeah, man. He was the if anyone showed that sometimes adaptation saves a career, it's Triple H.
Yep.
Because
and banging the boss's daughter. Just cut the crap.
Oh, yeah, that is.
I don't think that had anything to do with
it. So you say.
When
just remember there was a rumor that Randy Orton banged Stephanie. And have you ever seen Randy Macho Man back in WWE ring ever again?
Wait, who?
Never happened.
Yeah, I think you said Randy Orton, but you meant Randy Savage.
I meant Randy Savage. You know what I meant?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was like, wait a second. Wait, what?
Yeah, Randy Savage. There was a rumor back in the day that he banged Stephanie.
Oh wait, yeah. Wasn't that was the big thing that it was also
That's why he got
possibly
fired. That's why he
underage.
got fired from WWE.
Yeah,
Yeah.
possibly underage, and that was why they kind of wanted to tarnish Macho Man for a bit because it was like, wait, if this did happen, that's pretty creepy. But no, and again, it's
Hey,
there's
listen,
a
man.
lot to it. There's a lot to it when it comes to adaptation, when it comes to that, and again, keeping yourself to a point where you're needed. If you're not needed, then there's gonna be someone that it's like they're gonna be ready to take that spot, whoever he or she might be.
Yeah.
So
who do you think now is going to be? Who you think is going to be the stars after WrestleMania? Because that's pretty much the topic. But who you think is going to be that?
I'm still, my money is still on Damian having to be that next heel. Because no matter if with Roman, Rock, whatever, you need someone to be that next big heel. Because both of them are going to take that break out of this. So you need someone to be that next big heel. Because Drew is going to have something, but it's not like it's going to be the biggest feud out of it. Because we know out of this, Drew and Punk are going to have a SummerSlam match. That's basically guaranteed at this point.
Yeah.
But it's like you still need that who's going to be in the undisputed page. So it has to be, I'm still pulling for that cash in of Priest. I doubt at this point because of, it can't happen at WrestleMania anymore. Because of everything that's going into this, because of possibly Austin and Xena showing up as well. Yeah, it's not going to happen at WrestleMania. That Monday, though, I'm sorry, Cody Rhodes, you're losing the title.
Right.
You lose.
But yeah, Damian needs to be that guy.
You think it's going to be Cody that he beats and not Drew?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Cody.
I don't know. That means he's going to SmackDown.
I think Cody's still going to show up on Raw for one last hurrah.
No, I'm talking about Priest.
Oh, no, Priest then has to go to SmackDown by default.
Yeah, then he's not going to be the next big heel then.
No, remember,
SmackDown is where toys go to die.
It was. Remember, we have to now, for now, yes, but correlated to, in a few months, SmackDown is the only show we have for 6 months. Or is it 4 months?
It's since November, right?
I think it's anywhere.
All right, yeah, you're right.
From anywhere 4 to 6 months, because I think their new deal with Netflix doesn't start till February. So it's if I'm not mistaken. So there's gonna be a time where all you have is SmackDown. So that is going to be the show. So whatever money they're gonna put into is SmackDown gets everything. It's gonna be super shows in a sense. So if they want to start something big there, you have the Undisputed Championship be a main stage of it all.
It starts in January.
It starts in January? Okay. When does their USA deal end for Raw?
He said it's a Netflix struck deal.
So
I know someone was saying that there's a 4 month. I think there's at least a 4 month period.
So does that mean everybody that was on Raw is just going to be showing up on SmackDown?
For majority for that time, yeah. Because unless they strike a deal to extend it for like a month or so, or unless they just start putting it on Peacock or Hulu.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, because there's gonna be at least a 4 month period that they have no TV.
All right, so it ends October 1st.
Okay, so it starts in January, right?
November, December, 2 months. You got a 2 month period.
No, if it's October 1st, so it's that when
3 months.
October 1st? October 1st is okay, so you have that first Monday, which is September 30th, but then that's still 3 months of no TV. So 3 months of all SmackDown and no Raw.
But since Peacock bought WWE Network, don't you think they should at least have the Raws on Peacock?
That would be you would expect. I don't know if they're gonna be able to. I don't know if they're gonna be able to work that deal.
Because I remember a time that if you didn't have the WWE Network, you couldn't watch Raw at all.
Yeah.
So I mean, why not just put Raw on the on Peacock until the Netflix starts?
I would assume again they're gonna try to strike a deal like that. I just don't know. Well, the thing is, I doubt it's gonna be
Well,
as hard to just. This is what we're gonna start streaming there for the time
so
being.
the deal with Peacock ends March 2026.
No, yeah. They have their deal with Peacock. I'm just saying, are they gonna be able to strike a deal of can we add this product as well for the time being? You get what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Well, so it's one of those. Are they going to be able to do that outside of just we have no home for Raw? Because I doubt they're going to be like, well, for 3 months, here's Raw on YouTube. I doubt they're going to do that. So it needs to be somewhere where it will be profitable for them outside of just, you know what? SmackDown it is. All sales say SmackDown.
But I mean, then SmackDown is what 2 hours compared to Raw, which is 3.
No.
So like, how can you? There's not going to be enough time for them to showcase both the Raw talent and the SmackDown talent.
No, yeah. There's barely enough time for SmackDown talent, especially when you have a Rock and we have a Bloodline segment that's 30 minutes.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Raw is leaving October 1st. SmackDown is coming October 2024. So when Raw leaves the USA Network, SmackDown joins the USA Network.
Yeah.
So is the USA Network going to give SmackDown a 3-hour time frame instead of a 2-hour?
I wouldn't be surprised at this point. Especially at least for those 3 months. We might get Super Show SmackDown in order to suffice the extra talent.
Is Ringside News a credible source?
Give or take, depending on the day.
Depending on the day.
No, sometimes they just say some shit that it's like, this is wrong. Like, you're not even trying, my dude. But what did they say?
The headline goes, WWE SmackDown predicted to see expansion into 3-hour program.
They have to. They're gonna have to. If Raw is not gonna be on Peacock, USA is gonna have to give SmackDown an extra hour. That way, some Raw. It's gonna be a Raw SmackDown Super Show. It's gonna have to be.
Yeah. Again, unless they're able to work something out.
And the thing that's gonna fuck that shit up is, there's gonna be a lot of talent that's gonna be buried those 3 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like NXT, who are they on? Where are they on?
And
they're gonna move to the CW.
Yeah, I was gonna say NXT is leaving USA too. So yeah, there's a lot of movement when it comes to 2025. Or I should say,
when is NXT's last show with USA?
October 24th.
Yeah, everything's happening in October. October is legit. That fourth quarter this year is gonna be very drastic for WWE, and then heading into quarter 1 of 2025, where the Netflix deal and all that comes into play. And I just want to see how this is gonna affect their Peacock and all that, because I know that's the next thing that they were trying to discuss is Netflix wants to acquire everything, apparently. So
I'm gonna be truthful, man. There's no way for them to have these 3 shows and not have something on the streaming network somewhere.
No.
It's gonna, because if not, it's gonna cripple their profitability the last quarter of the year.
Yeah. Because the thing is, they're not gonna want to cancel actual shows. Like being able to host, hey, Raw's in this town this week. et cetera, going
Right.
into that last quarter. So it's like they're gonna have footage. Where is it gonna be played or streamed, etc.? That's gonna be the discourse. Because the last option is gonna be Raw isn't live this week. It's on Hulu, which I doubt that's gonna make them close to any revenue.
I was just telling Toe, like that's how I'm watching Raw and SmackDown, but I can tell that they Hulu is cutting out some of the matches that they deem not worthy.
Yeah, it's slimmed down a bit. Yeah, they edit a bit out of it because they format it to a certain amount. So it's like, imagine that then. So you're never gonna get to see full length episodes of it in a sense. So again, there's a lot they're gonna have to break into it. That's also gonna be the worry of how they do the Netflix version. Is Netflix gonna be able to withstand this kind of streaming? Because the special they did for Chris Rock, the comedy special, that wasn't live. They did it live, but it was recorded and then they live streamed the recording. So I want to see how they're going to do an actual live broadcast, which I would assume we're going to get our first taste of that in July with the fucking Jake Paul and Tyson fight.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting, man. Because it's a streaming network for shows. That's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting.
But that's really gonna be our test. That's gonna how we're gonna see, can they withstand a live stream? Because if that fails, come January 2025, we might be having a Raw watch along where it's like, oh, it's working again. Oh, there goes the stream. Oh, it's up again. Oh, there goes the stream. So we shall see.
And you know what that sounds to me? A lot of lost money.
Yeah, a lot of it. A fucking lot of it. Because it's I know this wasn't a cheap fucking deal.
$1 billion.
Holy shit. Legit?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So I'm trying to figure out if Netflix is going to air the premium live events. The only thing I'm getting is for international shit, it is.
No, yeah. For now, that they have to, because remember, Peacock has the deal. You just said it. Peacock has the deal to 2026. Yeah. So even if they wanted to, they can't. They won't be able to breach that contract yet. So they want to.
So what? The pay-per-views are still going to be on Peacock, but not the Raw and SmackDown. Well, actually, Raw is going to be on Netflix.
Yep. So Raw will be on Netflix. SmackDown will be on USA. NXTs will be on the CW, and all pay-per-views will be streamed through Peacock.
Wait. Next thing's going to be on CW?
Yeah. Starting in October.
Yep.
Wow.
Apparently that was the issue, that their production, the numbers that they were looking for, Raw wasn't giving USA, and I guess NXT wasn't doing the same. But I guess Fox didn't pay SmackDown. They didn't pay for SmackDown enough.
Yeah.
So USA outbid.
Wait. So let me get this right.
Yeah.
SmackDown, which I think it's a lesser show than Raw, is being picked up by USA because they think it brings in more viewers than Raw.
Apparently, in that viewing scheme, they saw it as a more profitable product. But of course it is, when that's usually where you see your undisputed champion, and that's where you see more people once in a blue show up. Because even John Cena, the last few times he's shown up, he's gone to SmackDown.
Yeah, because they need the ratings.
And it's 9 times out of 10.
Not for nothing.
Yeah.
SmackDown has only been about the bloodline.
And that brings in views because that's been the most over storyline. So
Right.
I guess for the TV, for the TV for like the station itself, that is what they want to see, because they want to see ratings, they want to see the revenue, because that makes them money. But for us, it's like, you don't want to keep Like Raw feels like the show you would want to keep on your platform, but I guess not. Unless WWE was asking for more because of the Netflix deal being like in their back pocket. That it's like, hey, we want to stay, but they're offering us $1 million.
Yeah, man, I really don't know how that's gonna work, bro.
Like you got 1.1. If you give us 1.1, we'll stay. You don't got 1.1? All right, we're gonna have to leave.
I really don't know how that's gonna work for them, man.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how that plays off, but it's going to be a lot of just, again, it's gonna be trial and error. Like I said, we'll be here. We'll be live streaming Raws. Well, that is also gonna be the interesting thing. Is
Like
Raw
what
still gonna
happens?
be
Like
Monday?
you said, how we're streaming Raw, and then gets the feed gets basically shut down or whatever the hell you want to fucking call it.
Yeah,
But
no, that's right.
WWE has experience with the WWE Network with airing shit. So, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Netflix right now is boosting up their
They better be.
their servers and all that other shit to get live events happening, because this is only the beginning. If wrestling works, Netflix is probably gonna get some sport to live event on their shit too.
No, that's what I said.
You know.
The first big test for them is gonna be
And
that fight in July.
yeah,
Well, to tell the truth,
also
Amazon Prime is shows the Thursday night's game.
yo, so does HBO shows March Madness.
Yep.
So like there's streaming services that are they're doing live events and all that other shit. So I mean, it's not unheard of, but for the WWE at least to handle that big amount of viewership, especially when it first starts, because you know everybody's gonna want to see the first episode of Raw on Netflix,
and that's gonna be the one that's gonna be faulty as hell because it's gonna be, can they handle that bandwidth of it all? Which again, let's not forget when they first started with the WWE Network, it was a buffering madness.
Yeah,
the
I
first time
remember
they tried
that.
to stream on Peacock, if I'm not mistaken, was an NXT event.
Yeah,
and it was a buffering madness. So it's gonna be peaks and valleys with it, but we just have to wait and see. Again, it's not gonna be the smoothest stream at first because they're gonna be.
But you know, also this tells me
they're gonna be in 4K.
No, this tells me that Netflix is gonna go up again in price.
Oh yeah, bro! They already said by I think it's September the price is already going up again. So the excuse is gonna be the minute Raw goes on in January. Oh, holiday congestion bullshit, whatever. We gotta put it up like another $1.50. So yeah, it's gonna be $20 a month or more.
Yo, I would have paid that for the WWE Network.
Yeah.
The WWE Network was the perfect app.
I was paying the $10 a month for it, and I was loving it because I can go back and watch all the Era Attitude, the ECW shit.
The WWE app was the perfect app.
It was. It had everything. We still on Peacock do not have everything that we had on the network.
Yeah,
you don't have the Attitude Era.
And also, it's labeled so fucked up. Like at least on the network, you knew. Search up a year, boom, everything's there.
This is
with
seasons
this
now.
You have to be able to figure out what season is this and what number episode would this be, and chronologically when did it's like
really?
Carajo. No, yeah, that's how it is
that's horrible. That's horrible.
Bro, because they try to they're setting it up like it's still episodic TV, like if it's a fucking episode of New York Undercover or some shit. Like, because they have New York Undercover on there, so it's like they'll set it up the same way that they have that, and it's like this is not the way. But
that sucks.
One thing not like the other.
But yeah, we will see what happens this coming October. I guess it's really gonna be a trick or treat end of the year. Yeah. So who else did I say? I said Priest. Other good Chad Gable needs to be in that IC title match. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but Chad Gable needs to be like that next fucking baby face to the max.
Watch last week's. We show how it happens for Gable.
There has to be Monday.
Yeah.
They have to make it so. Like, because technically, have they made the IC title match official? Did Sammy ever sign the contract, or is it still?
Yeah,
like,
he did.
Sammy's pissed for no reason because he just it's turning into the same storyline as when he was wrestling Roman, and it's like, why you have no reason to be this pissed off at Gunther. You have no story here.
I know.
What happened?
Because they don't know how to do anything. Because that's the only story they can tell with Sammy.
I guess.
Him being the other dog?
And also it makes sense because he just got his ass kicked by Drew McIntyre for the past 3 weeks. So why wouldn't he be afraid of Gunther?
Was I the only one that only understood Toe said 3 weeks?
Yep.
I said he got his ass kicked by Drew McIntyre for the past 3 weeks.
Okay, yeah, it was clearer the second time because the first time
I don't know.
all we understood was 3 weeks.
Yeah, your mic is going to
I said this was Let me.
Bro, if no lie, you sounded like T-Pain on fucking auto tunes.
Yeah, bro, it's becoming robotic. I don't know.
What's next? You're gonna say you're in love with a stripper?
She got it. She
You know, you gonna tell me she made some drinks and we drank them? Dude, I heard that line and I was like, really?
All right.
It's gonna. I you know what? I think they're gonna suffer with trying to stream it on Netflix if Netflix doesn't beef up their bandwidth.
Oh yeah. They have to. Again, that's I hope that's they use the July fight to test out what a WWE show is going to be. Because just think about how many people are going to be watching that. Might be around, give or take, what amount would be watching Raw every week or more. So
that's crazy.
All right, there you go. Cause I don't know why my shit was coming out of my speakers, but can you?
No, it wasn't even like it wasn't even like just your mic. It's like it started to lag out. So I don't know what's happening though.
Yeah, it started to lag out, and you started like you was on auto tunes.
Yeah.
Well, I just resetted my Go XLR, but I was saying it's got to be this website because I'm not seeing anything on my end.
I don't know.
Like on my end, all this shit looks good.
All right.
Probably got to get a new fucking thing.
I'll be right back.
All good. But outside of that, Gable, Priest, for the women's side of things, we know they're gonna try to push Jade now after this. Bailey's finally gonna get her title run again.
She's finally gonna get her WrestleMania moment.
Yeah. So that's gonna give her a nice momentum run from there. Tag team wise, Awesome Truth with one set of titles. Possibly Motor City Machine Guns with the other set of titles. Because now I'm gonna throw that out there. Now I think it's the Machine Guns.
Before it was the Hardy Boys.
Now
it's the Machine Guns.
I'm gonna go with the Machine Guns. That's well, we'll talk about that next week on predictions. But I'm going with the Machine Guns as the surprise.
All right, I'm going with D'Lo Brown and Mark Henry.
D'Lo, I think, could still go. I don't know if Mark Henry's knees, unfortunately, can still pull off a ladder match.
Yo, it's time for the main event.
But who do you see as like those names when it comes to after Mania?
I feel like Braun Breaker's gonna be someone that they're gonna push after Mania.
I got a question for you guys.
What's up?
Does Priest still have the Money in the Bank thing?
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. He needs to cash it in that Monday.
Well, why do you think he catches it on Monday? Why doesn't he catch it on Sunday night against the winner of McIntyre Rollins?
Because I've been saying since before all this clusterfuck of it all, I thought he was gonna cash it in on Cody. He's gonna ruin the story. Cody ends it, and before he can really even celebrate it, Priest cashes in on him, and that's how you make your next huge heel. But because of now the Rock involvement and possibly everyone and their mama's going to be involved in that match, I think they're going to do it the next night if they're going to do it that way.
I mean, when's the next Money in the Bank?
May or June, I believe.
So yeah, so right after Mania, the next big main event, next week's pay per view is Money in the Bank.
Well, they have Backlash. They have Backlash after this, and then I believe after that, that's Money in the Bank.
So he basically has from now to like Backlash,
basically
to cash this in.
Yeah, unless they decide to have him cash it in night of, which I doubt.
Money in the Bank will take place July 6th.
Oh, it's all the way in July?
Yeah.
Jeez. Is that the one that's gonna be in Canada this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you gotta remember he has to use it before the next Money in the Bank, right?
I think they're allowed to do it night of, if I'm not mistaken. You have a full calendar year.
Yeah.
So I think they're able to do it night of if it gets to that. But it has to be before like the new
last year's Money in the Bank was so what was that? August? No. July.
No, 7-1 would be July 1st.
Yeah, so July 1st.
Yep.
So he has that Monday Night Raw before Money in the Bank. This is his last opportunity.
Got you. So we shall see. We shall see how that works out with that, because he needs to be a big player when it comes out of Mania, though. Either if it's Mania itself, the night after.
I tell you the truth though, he's gonna have to cash it against either Rollins or McIntyre, unless they're planning on breaking him up from Judgment Day. But they have a good thing going with Judgment Day, so I don't think they're gonna break that group up.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, if he cashes it in against, let's say, Cody, you know what I'm saying, and finishes and fucks up the let's finish the story shit.
Yeah.
Pun intended. I think there's gonna be too much backlash to them.
Oh hell yeah, it definitely will be. But that's why I'm like, just to give him more heat. And again, it might be too much heat because it might be actual nuclear heat at that point. But it's one of those.
I tell you the truth, if you have Rollins beat McIntyre, you know, and if he hurt, let's cut the crap, because we all know that Rollins needs some time away.
Yeah, he needs a lot of fucking time away.
So if Rollins beats McIntyre and he cashes it against Rollins and beats Rollins, he's gonna have heat. Yeah. Especially if they play it off like he injured Rollins when he cashed it in.
No. See, the only option I could see right now, if we're gonna do it that way, of he's gonna cash it in on either Drew or Seth, is Drew Drew. There's still a moment. Drew gets to win the title in front of an actual crowd, but because CM Punk is more than likely going to be the special guest referee, when he gives him the belt, Punk finally does it to someone else, when like the way he got it done to him by Triple H, picks up Drew, GTS, que se joda, Drew, Damian Priest comes and cashes in.
Yeah.
I can see that if we're going that route. But again, we shall see. Either way, I think Drew needs to be, not Drew, Damian needs to be a big player when it comes to post WrestleMania. Because they're going to lose those tag titles at Mania. Somehow they have to lose those tag titles.
You think?
I'm betting on, because it's a ladder match, that's how we finally get two sets of titles. One team is pulling, because of R-Truth, one team is gonna get the SmackDown titles, one team is gonna get the Raw.
Okay,
Because it's the
but
perfect time to do it.
that's if they hung on two different rings. But if let's say all four belts are on the same ring,
Don't they usually clip them? Oh fuck yeah, they haven't done this in a minute. I was gonna say usually they clip them when it's these. It's both SmackDown are clipped together and both Raw are clipped together. Or hopefully, again, that's for this. That would be the best way for this shit to work. They have to be clipped that way, where it's like both Raw are connected and then both SmackDown are connected. So that way,
right,
pull one strap and it's like, yeah, we won the title. Wait, then
right, and that's how you split the titles up again.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, that's how you have Priest cash in Money in the Bank.
Yeah. If they lose it, especially like that, it's like, yeah, Priest is about to cash this in either tonight or the next night, depending on, because I believe both, it would have to be night 2, which more than likely, I think they would have Priest. They'll have the ladder match night 1.
Yeah, man, they're gonna have to do it that way.
No.
I don't think they need to lose the title. Can you hear me or no?
No, we can hear you.
Yeah,
all
we
right,
can
all right. I don't think they need to lose the title. The problem is you would need other tag teams in the division to win the title. And right now it's a 1 tag team, 6 team ladder match.
Well, we know who's confirmed for it, at least for the most part. But again, one of those teams walking out with the titles is Awesome Truth.
I mean, you
Unless
have
they
DIY.
unveil-
You have DIY. That's a team. You have the New Day. That's a team.
Yeah.
The New Day's the one team that's there.
I mean, but DIY has been teaming together for years.
Yeah, and then they broke up, and then they had nothing to do on Raw, and they said, "Fuck it, go be DX."
Yeah, legit. That's the gimmick they got now because of R-Truth. It just still works for them. It's funny, but yeah. Pero we're about to go into 2 go home shows next week. Let's see if they actually send us home the right way. Monday's in the Barclays Center, so let's see what craziness they bring. Already confirmed for that show is basically everyone and their mamas.
Yep.
I would not be surprised if Kenny actually shows up there as well. So don't be surprised if next week's Raw Watch Along does not feature Kenny. I will be here because I'm not spending that money on those tickets because nah.
Word. And I will be here because I am banned from the Brooklyn as being a member of the Bronx.
Wait, you're banned from the Brooklyn? Did Gigi ban you from the Brooklyn?
Yeah, because he keeps calling it the Brooklyn.
It's because I'm from the Bronx.
I can't wait for her. I can't wait for her to hear this episode back and just like, I hate all of you.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, tune in tomorrow for a special Toe in the Show with Ray.
Facts.
Hutch, if you want to invade that one too, you can if you want. So the next week we're gonna be talking about the go home shows for WrestleMania, and you best believe we're gonna talk about after WrestleMania too. You know, because WrestleMania is a week long.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Next week is gonna be a lot of madness, a lot of fun stuff to talk about when it comes to the E, when it comes to independent wrestling, all that good stuff. We'll be talking about all that next week, but tune in tomorrow.
Yep.
We've got a lot of fun topics we're going to be touching on, and hopefully.
So tomorrow, when you say the Toe and Show, you mean the Toe and Ray show, right?
Basically.
Yeah, featuring Hutch.
Possibly.
But yo, believe
me. Are you giving me the invasion angle? Is that it? I'm getting the invasion angle for this week.
You're WCW right now. But believe me when I tell you, she wants me. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood NuKKle HeDDs signing out. Peace, everybody.